Okay. Let's see. Nå, og se. Nå, nu skal vi se, hvor er jeg henne, og hvad er klokken? Den er hver 3. Og det betyder, at det er søndag, og jeg har sådan en overlay på, eller hvad man kalder det. Og jeg skal lige retle kameraet til her, og vi se. Det er altid godt at larme lidt i baggrund, så folk aner ikke, hvad man laver. Så skruer vi lidt ned her. Og så finder vi lige sådan der. Og skal jeg lige den der, sådan der. Jamen, det blev søndag, og klokken er næsten 3, og det betyder, at det er blevet Twitch-tid, og det er blevet streaming-tid, og jeg skal prøve at se, om jeg kan lave noget seriøst i dag. Nej, planen er simpelthen, at i dag, der skal jeg bare hænge ud og lave så lidt som overhovedet muligt. Jeg var i byen i går, og ikke fordi jeg var hverken fuld eller fjollet eller noget, men det er altid lidt af en udfordring for mig at være det. Så det får I selvfølgelig lov til at høre meget mere om. Men jeg tænker, at planen er, at jeg skal lave scratchboard. Jeg skal videre på det, jeg startede sidste søndag. Og så, når vi går over på, så holder jeg en pause som sædvanligt. Og i den pause, der vil jeg rumstere lidt rundt og sætte mit korsting op. Og så lave på det. Lidt ligesom jeg gjorde sidste søndag. Jeg var ikke helt sikker på, at jeg skulle streame i dag. Og det sagde jeg også her i løbet af ugen, da jeg havde sådan en lille ikke planlagt stream, at det kunne godt være, at jeg ikke gjorde det i dag. Og jeg skal også ærge om, at jeg er træt. Min krop er træt, jeg er træt. Men omvendt så har det også bare sådan lidt, at jeg vil rigtig gerne holde fast i den her klokken 3 aftale med jer her på dansk. Og så må vi se, hvor lang tid jeg kan klare det, når jeg går over på min engelske og internationale del. Hvis du er ny, og du får set det her på en VOD eller en replay, så har du klikket ind på Piers Creative Corner, og det her er noget, jeg gør hver søndag, her kl. 3 om eftermiddagen. Så går jeg her på Twitch, og så har jeg en time, hvor jeg er live og laver det her, eller laver diamond painting, eller laver noget andet. Jeg er sådan lidt nøjlig, når jeg har hverken armbånd eller noget på, og det er simpelthen, jeg er sådan ved siden af mig selv, så det må jeg kan godt se, at jeg mangler mit ur for eksempel. Men i går blev jeg stukket hernede på armen, og jeg har hævet rimelig meget, fordi jeg er en lille smule, der er ikke noget, der hedder, at man er allergisk over for myg, men jeg reagerer altså lidt kraftigt på dem, og det her er bare en lille, det her det er en ganske lille reaktion, jeg virkelig har, men den ser lidt voldsom ud. Og det gør de altid. Og det er ikke engang fordi jeg klør så meget i det. Det er bare sådan, det ser ud. Og det går, fordi det kun er det ene. Hvis jeg havde fået flere, så tager jeg antihistaminer, fordi så bliver jeg faktisk rigtig dårlig. Så det har altså, det går, det ikke hedder allergi, men det har altså noget at sige alligevel. I går, da jeg var ude og handle i Kvickly, der faldt jeg over det her glas her, og tænkte, det bliver simpelthen nødt til at eje. Og så da jeg kommer hjem og vasker det af, så går det op for mig, at der ligger sådan noget glimmer i, og det er faktisk noget, der ligger løst. Så når man drikker af det, så bliver det sådan ligesom rystet rundt. Så, ja. Men det jeg godt kunne lide, der er en lille smule termofunktion i den, og så er der sugerør. Og det synes jeg mangler i nogle af mine andre drikkeremedier. For det betyder faktisk lidt, at jeg kan tage det med og køre og drikke af det samtidig. Så. Det jeg har i denne her, det er vand, og så det her water drop, og det betyder, at der er noget smag i vandet, og det her det smager af iste. Og det smager rigtig godt. Det er rigtig godt. Jeg drikker også kollagen, og der er kollagen, og så er der sådan noget kosttilskud, der hedder Trimfit, som er sultdæmpende, og så er der nogle vitaminer i. Og jeg spiser også noget andet vitamintilskud, både for vitaminer generelt og for min mave og sådan nogle ting. Og jeg håber lidt på, at det hele kan være med til bare at gøre, at det sådan overordnet både ser bedre ud og føler mig bedre tilpas. Så det håber jeg selvfølgelig på. Nu må vi se, hvor meget det hjælper. Jeg skal lave noget squashboard. Jeg beklager meget, både hvis jeg gaber og alt det, men jeg er altså ret træt, som sagt. Men squashboard er det, der er på en plan. Jeg gik i gang med det sidste søndag, og en af grundene til, at jeg gerne vil lave det, det er så meget, fordi nu har jeg købt det, og jeg har faktisk godt lide at lave det. Det sviner en del, og det skal jeg huske at sige, når folk bliver sådan, det ser spændende det der. Og det er det også, og det er faktisk også, kan også være ret sådan meditativt at sidde og lave, men det sviner altså en del. Sagde jeg noget med binge? Did I say binge? Maybe I didn't. Så, ham der lige har skrevet min chat, det er Bensberg, og han er i mine ratorer. Så han vil bare lige gøre mig til, hvor jeg var. I am binge, thank you. I'm a bit tired. I was out and about yesterday, so we are just having a chill day, both now and later. I don't know for how long I'm gonna stream today, so yeah. So it's just gonna be a hangout and chat and craft, and that's it today. No big things. No big decisions are gonna be made today. Sådan. De her scratchboards er nogle, jeg køber på Amazon, og jeg kan godt anbefale, at man køber, og de holder øje med, de plejer gerne lige at vise, hvordan det sådan ser ud, når det er færdigt, og jeg kan kun anbefale dem, hvor der er flere farver. Jeg har selv nogle i 3 størrelser, hvor de er en farve, guldfolie, eller det ligner sådan et guldfolie, eller sulfol. Og det bliver faktisk ret meget i den størrelse, synes jeg. Så det er, der synes jeg faktisk, det ser rigtig, rigtig fint ud. Når man køber det, så er det lidt forskelligt, om der hører værktøj med eller ej. Men ofte så er det, kan det være enten sådan en pen, eller det kan være sådan en pen, hvor der er sådan en ting i den anden ende. Der er også nogle af dem, hvor det er sådan en træpind, der følger med. De fleste af dem, når der står der værktøj med, så følger der også sådan en børste med. Jeg har så valgt at købe sådan en kabuki-børste her nede i normal, og den fungerer super godt til. Den fungerer faktisk super godt til rigtig meget. Men den er faktisk rigtig god til det her. Så det kunne jeg faktisk godt finde på, fordi jeg kan se, at jeg har også brugt den lidt til noget af det der mica-powder. Altså, det sidder lidt glimmer i. Så det kunne være, at jeg skulle finde en til den kun. Ja. Så det går jeg i gang med, og så ser jeg, hvem der dukker op. Og ellers så bliver det bare at fortælle en lille historie om, hvad jeg har lavet, siden vi så sidst. Ja. Så nu skal vi se, hvad klokken den er lige nok, det bliver lidt over 3. Så jeg vil roligt gå i gang. Så i går var jeg til studentergilden, og det var min stedsøn, min ældste stedsøn, hans kæreste, der blev færdig som HF-student. Så ja, og det er jo ikke, altså, hun var rimelig i godt humør, og det var de andre egentlig også, men jeg var faktisk en lille smule nervøs, eller spændt. Jeg var faktisk lidt nervøs, og det var, fordi det er faktisk første gang, at ekskonen og jeg skal være sådan inden for samme matrikel. Og det er egentlig, fordi jeg har ikke noget problem med hende, men hun har haft så mange problemer med mig, og hendes holdning til mig og sådan noget, så var jeg sådan lidt spændt på, om hun kunne finde noget at føre sig ordentligt, men altså, omvendt så plejer hun sgu ikke at have de store armbevægelser. Hun arbejder mere sådan i det skjulte, så man kan sige, det er nok mere sådan, hvad hun har sagt bagefter, da vi er gået, der kan være det interessant, hvis det endelig er. Og så valgte vi så at sidde et andet sted end dem, kan man sige. Af mange årsager, så tror jeg både min mand og jeg trives bedst med at sidde et sted, hvor der ikke er sådan helt vildt varmt, hvor der ikke er helt vildt meget støj. Og så kunne vi, så var der hvis vi sad, der hvor vi sad, der kunne man sidde og ryge og sådan noget, og så sad jeg bare 100 gange bedre i de der, det var sådan nogle flet havemøbler, eller ja, flet-agtigt noget. Og de var lige nok lave nok til, at jeg kunne sidde behageligt i dem. Det var lidt svært for mig at komme op af det vil jeg gerne indrømme. Men det, i forhold til at sidde på sådan en havestol, eller sådan en, hvor der er lagt en hynde på, der ikke passer, så passer det var altså noget bedre. Og så, der var også nogle andre havestole, men det er bare det, de der havestole, som ender som regel altid med, at jeg sidder ude på kanten af sædet, fordi den er for dyb for mig, og jeg kan ikke nå jorden. Og så sidder jeg alligevel af helvedes til, så for lidt, og så blev sådan lidt, så det startede egentlig med, at min stedsøn gik derover, og så spurgte min mand, skal vi så ikke gå derover selv? Og så sagde jeg, jo, lad os prøve det. Så gjorde vi det, og så sagde jeg bare, at jeg sidder bare 100 gange bedre her. Men altså, efter 3 timer, så skulle jeg hjem, for så kunne jeg ikke mere. Og det er egentlig lidt sjovt, fordi jeg egentlig altid godt kunne lide at feste, og være til fest, og have det sjovt, og danse og sådan noget. Jeg kan godt mærke, at efter jeg har fået alt det her med haløjse med kroppen og sådan noget, og så skal jeg altså virkelig være under trygge rammer for at kunne slippe den der. Og så er jeg selvfølgelig også bevidst om, at jeg har altså også et liv ved siden af det her, hvad end jeg nu tager mig til, om det er at feste, eller gå i byen, eller tage på café eller sådan noget. Så det kan ikke nytte noget, at jeg overgør det på den måde. Fordi jeg jo ligesom også skal kunne passe familie og hjem og sådan noget, når jeg kommer hjem, ikke? I en eller anden grad i hvert fald. Det har været meget stille dag. Jeg var desværre ret tidligt oppe, fordi min hund fik det dårligt. Så ham skulle jeg så lige tørre op efter. Jeg tror bare, han havde spist for meget græs. Eller det var ikke. Han har ikke gjort det siden. Det gør hun lidt en gang. Så kaster de lidt op og sådan noget. Så, jeg blev lidt mere bekymret over, da vi kom hjem i går, fordi han døde sådan, han hostede sådan. Så, men altså, det var bare, jeg tror bare, det var mig, der var sådan lidt. Det lød lidt ligesom, når han har kendt, eller når hunde får kendt en hoste, men det stoppede igen, og han lyder egentlig sådan. Jeg har jo selvfølgelig holdt lidt øje med ham, fordi at jeg ved, hvordan kendt en hoste lyder og sådan noget. Så. Men der har ikke været noget rigtigt siden, og han ved at være ude at gå her i regnvejret, der var der heller ikke noget, da han løb efter bolden og sådan noget. Så det er gerne, når de anstrenger, så man kan høre, at det der hosten kommer til overfladen. Så. Ja, så det var jeg i går, og jeg var ude at handle i går, som sagt. Det var også rimelig lang tid siden, jeg har været det. Jeg bliver altså lidt, hvor jeg tænkte, det blev dyre, men sådan er det jo. Altså, vi handler en gang om ugen, og det har vi sådan set altid gjort mere eller mindre. Det vil jeg sige, det er sådan nok en af de ting, som jeg har med hjemmefra. Sådan at ikke det er sådan lidt, at det gør man, men det er en billig måde at leve på, fordi det bliver dyre, når man skal handle, hvis man handler sådan i løbet af ugen. Det har jeg fået at vide af mine forældre, og at jeg har så også senere hørt det af sådan noget som eksperten fra Luksusfælden og sådan noget, også sige det samme, at det er altså bedre at handle en gang om ugen, og jeg tror også, fordi når man gør det, så skriver man sådan en indkøbsseddel, måske lidt mere omhyggeligt og sådan noget, fordi du skal tænke til hele ugen, og har du nu også til det og det. Men hvis man handler ind fra dag til dag, jamen så bliver det sådan lidt mere, hvad har jeg lyst til i dag? Og det er jo fint nok, hvis man har råd til det. Det har vi bare ikke haft indtil videre i hvert fald. Hvem ved, måske får vi det en dag, og så tænker jeg, det er det, vi gør. Altså, så bliver det sådan måske lidt mere, hvad har vi lyst til i dag? Men indtil da, så handler vi ind en gang om ugen. Og for det meste er det min mand, der handler ind, fordi jeg gerne har været at ride. Og når jeg har det, så har jeg brugt de skeer, jeg havde for den dag. Så derfor så er det ham, der gør det. Jeg har snakket med min søster her i løbet af ugen. Jeg havde lige brug for at snakke med hende. Og hun har så været i London her i weekenden. Men når hun kom tilbage, skulle vi sådan lige prøve at finde noget, fordi jeg skal snart se en, kan jeg mærke. Det bliver jeg nødt til. Men jeg har også kunne vente lidt på, at vi fik råd til det. Og det er lidt, fordi jeg ikke bare kan rejse på sådan en bilbillet mere. Så derfor så bliver, og jeg vil også selvfølgelig og jeg vil gerne koordinere det sådan, så at min mand følte, at han kunne køre et par timer tidligere fra arbejde, fordi jeg kommer til at være væk i en uges tid. Og det betyder, at så skal han ligesom, så hænger han på hunden, og hunden skal ikke lige pludselig fra den ene dag til den anden være alene hjemme i 8-10 timer, eller hvad det nu kan blive til. Det er fint. Der er nogle dage, hvor han måske kan komme med på arbejde, men de dage, hvor han så skal være alene hjemme, og så skal han ikke være meget mere alene hjemme end de der 7 max, eller meget max 8 timer. Helst bare gerne de 6-7 stykker. Også fordi han er vant til noget andet, og det er ikke fordi, jeg tror ikke han ødelægger noget, men jeg synes heller ikke, jeg ville have det skidt med det, hvis jeg vidste, at han var alene hjemme sådan fra den ene dag til den anden, så mange timer. Og det bliver jeg nødt til ligesom at have på plads, før jeg kan tage afsted og have det godt med at være afsted. Sådan er det bare. Så det skulle han lige finde ud af min mand, og så må vi prøve jeg må prøve at se, om jeg så kan få billet på det tidspunkt, hvor han har tid til at kan gøre det. Fordi jeg sagde til ham, at jeg godt være sikker på, at der var, at opgaverne ligesom var der til, at han kunne gøre det, så han ikke lover mig, at det skal nok ske, og så står han lige pludselig lort til halsen, og så bliver han nødt til at være derinde. Være på arbejde i 8 timer, 10 timer alligevel, ikke? Og så ved han godt, så det vil jeg da ikke høste ros for. Og men jeg så har fornemmelsen af, hvis det skete, så vil han ikke fortælle mig. Så ja, men så det er også en del af planen, og det betyder så også, at der bliver nogle flere weekender, hvor jeg simpelthen ikke kommer på om søndagen. Og det er ikke sikkert, at jeg kompenserer i løbet af ugen for det, fordi det jo så vil være sådan, hvad skal man sige, det er sådan lidt en almindelig hverdag. Det er ikke fordi, jeg gør det en ferie, hvor jeg sådan ligesom en uge har en uges ferie inden og en uges ferie efter. Det bliver formentlig, at jeg tager afsted en uge, og så skal jeg arbejde, når jeg kommer hjem. Sådan mere eller mindre direkte. Og jeg har også arbejdet lige op til, så det bliver formentlig bare noget med, at jeg sådan lidt, måske på mange planer, trækker stikket i forhold til streaming og videoer og online live. Men det er også med 1,5 år siden, eller sådan noget, vi har set hinanden, så det bliver jo, det bliver til noget tid, ikke? Ligesom, skulle jeg lige sætte en, fordi jeg har ikke noget ud, hvor jeg lige skulle sætte en alarm, så jeg ikke sidder og så jeg også lige forholdt den der pause og sådan noget specielt. Den der. Så hvis der. Der er jo Roskilde Festival, og der er Tour de France, og fodbold og sådan noget, så jeg tænker lidt, det er nok derfor, jeg er sådan rigtig meget, meget stille rundt omkring. Der også kan Formel 1 her i weekenden. Så jeg tænker bare, at jeg sidder og underholder lidt her for dem, der klikker ind senere på mine videoer og mine VODs, og så det er meget tyk, den der. Og så kan I følge med lidt med den vej. Jeg har brugt en del tid på at spille faktisk her på det sidste. Og jeg vil sige, hvis nu starter med at være omkring alt det kreative, fordi jeg har faktisk lavet ret meget på mit billede. Og er 4 rækker, tror jeg, jeg har tilbage eller sådan noget. Hvis jeg nu giver en strammer mig an, så kan det være, at jeg er færdig her i næste uge med det. Og der bliver ikke startet noget nyt billede op, fordi jeg skal arbejde på mit conversion-billede. Det der er Mulan, det der Princess Panel, og det er jo ligesom klart, det skal jeg jo bare arbejde videre på. Så det kommer simpelthen ind på den store, og så skal jeg lave det i hverdagen. Og det tænker jeg, at jeg kommer til at nå rimelig meget, fordi at tid til har jeg faktisk primært arbejdet med det billede, når jeg er på stream eller på live. Og, så det, og jeg ved bare erfaring, at når jeg begynder at tage de her billeder ind på den store lysplade og arbejde med det derinde i sådan i hverdagene og uden for streams, så går det rimelig stærkt, selv på de mere komplicerede billeder. Så jeg skal nok få noget en pæn en af det, og jeg har sådan set tænkt mig, at det skal være hele juli, der bliver sat af til det billede. Og så når jeg så meget jeg når, og når jeg så er færdig, så skal jeg så lave et andet billede. Og det kunne være, at jeg skulle finde ud af, hvad jeg så skal lave i august måned. Det kunne være, at jeg skulle finde ud af det. Fordi det har jeg jo. Jeg har tastet en del af mine billeder ind på, eller de kætte, der ikke er lavet, ind på sådan et lykkehjul til. Så jeg kan bare trykke på den, og så Så kan jeg finde en. Og det var faktisk sådan, jeg fik bestemt mig for, at det skulle være, hvad det her conversion. Det var faktisk det, der bestemte det. Så det var lidt tilfældighederne, kan man sige. Så kan jeg jo altid overrule og sige, det vil jeg ikke alligevel, men det giver meget god mening, synes jeg, at lave noget på det. Jeg har lidt en tendens til at skrive til side. Kan jeg godt mærke. Og det er egentlig ikke, fordi jeg ikke kan lide at lave det. Jeg tror bare, det er, fordi der er så meget andet, der er så meget spændende. Altså. Så det tror jeg faktisk ikke, jeg vil gøre. Se på, hvad jeg så skal lave i august måned. Fordi det er også sådan et spørgsmål. Altså, jeg vil sige, nærmest uanset hvad jeg finder på, så skal jeg nok få det færdigt inden Halloween-event og sådan noget, det kommer. Men når først Halloween-event er her, Dress and Chill og sådan det der, så går det ene event over det andet. Det ved jeg jo bare, så. Man har lige sådan en lille måneds tid, hvor du kan trække vejret, og så starter juleeventsen op, så det er først Halloween er i gang. Men lad os lige se, fordi den er her på min tablet. På min tablet. Ej, ikke igen. Det gider vi ikke. No. Det kunne vi til gengæld godt. Ja. Ja. Det var lige skulle skrive det ned. Det kan vi godt huske. Jeg kan huske et skidt bagefter. Det kan jeg faktisk godt. Hvis nu jeg gør det på en anden måde, jeg skriver det lige i nogen her. Der er nogen, der løber med mine notatblad. Der er nogen, der står der med mine notatblad. Ja, det var da rigtigt. Det var den. Og jeg giver den en ny. Og så hedder den Yes. Og så hedder det The Druid. Thompson. Thompson. Sådan der. Så, hvis du vil. Billede fra bryst. Og det er altså også en måde, man kan bestemme sig for, hvad næste billede skal være. Og den eneste grund til, at jeg ikke har taget dem, så kan man gemme de der, eller slette dem, de der så bliver valgt med ud, fordi nu er så mange i den her slices, den lavkage der. Sådan så det ikke kommer igen. Den eneste grund til, at jeg ikke har taget Mulan-billedet ud, det er simpelthen fordi jeg kunne godt, altså fordi jeg ikke laver det færdigt. Jeg ved godt, det ikke bliver færdigt der i juli måned. Så ved jeg, at jeg skal lave på det igen, så derfor ligger det som en option. Jeg kan godt tænke mig, at det bliver færdigt i år faktisk. Så der er ingen tvivl om, at jeg vil. Så juli, når først det andet er færdigt, det der American Anthem, som jeg er i gang med nu, så får Mulan-billedet ordentligt. En ordentlig skud for bogen. Og så er jeg jo også, jeg laver jo også på mit korsting, og som jeg også skal lave på i dag her, når jeg er færdig på den danske side her, så går jeg i gang med det. Og det går super godt, altså på den måde, at jeg synes, det er sjovt stadigvæk, og glæder mig til at komme i gang med de andre billeder også, som jo er lidt mindre. Så derfor har jeg sådan en eller anden idé om, at det vil gå lidt stærkere med at lave dem. Men jeg når jo rimelig, altså jeg laver, hvad har jeg lavet på det, en 2-3 timer hver dag har jeg arbejdet på det. Og det lyder meget, men det er det faktisk ikke. Og slet ikke når man ser, hvor lidt jeg når på den måde, fordi det tager jo bare længere tid. Og så er det sådan så, at jeg det stativ, det står i, eller sidder i nu her, der, når jeg så kommer op øverst i billedet, der bliver jeg nødt til at lave det sidste i hånden, eller på sådan en ring, fordi det kan ikke komme ordentligt til, men det gør heller ikke noget. Altså, det er det aller sidste agtigt. Så når det er færdigt, når jeg har sat det sidste korsting, så skal jeg ind og nærlæse mønstret igen. Det oprindelige mønster. Fordi der er nogle backstitches, der skal laves, så nogle, jeg ved ikke, hvad det hedder på dansk, men det er jo sådan, ja, sådan, det er sådan ligesom, hvor man kan tegne med tråden-agtigt, med nogle bestemte, hvad hedder det, sting. Ja, sting. Og det har jeg tænkt mig at gøre her bagefter, når jeg er færdig, og så finde ud af, hvor meget, altså, der er nogle steder, hvor jeg tænker, det skal der helt klart være, fordi det giver så meget mening. Der er også nogle steder, sådan lidt, det kan jeg ikke rigtig se, hvorfor. Så der bibeholder jeg min retten til at gøre min egen der. Hej Ulla, velkommen indenfor. Regner det i Jylland? Godt at se dig her. Jeg tænkte lige, hvor du blev af i dag. Jeg kunne ikke huske, om du skulle noget egentlig. man bliver jo vant til, du er her jo. En vender sig til det. Så, så jeg glæder mig, altså jeg tænker, min plan med min korsting, jeg skal lave det der færdigt, og jeg vil rigtig gerne lave den anden ordlure færdig, inden jeg går i gang med silkehaløjsaget. Så kan jeg nok bedre, så hvad skal man sige, klare, og at den anden Amazon, som jeg har det lille billede der, at det måske lige får lov til at vente lidt, inden jeg går i gang med det. Fordi der bliver formentlig lidt ventetid alligevel i forhold til bestilling og leveringstid og sådan noget. Også fordi jeg vil rigtig gerne se, hvordan det der silke det ser ud, altså når det kommer på motivmæssigt og sådan noget, hvor meget farverne giver ekstra eller ikke giver ekstra. Ej, kom det ikke op til jer? Ej, mand. Det synes jeg faktisk er lidt unfair. Jeg vil bare lige sige. Og det tror jeg, min hund vil give mig helt ret i. Det tror jeg bare, han vil give mig fuldstændig ret i, at det er da godt nok unfair. Og så er jeg faktisk startet på en ny ting, for det ikke skal være løgn. En ny gammel ting. Det er faktisk noget, som jeg havde liggende. Og det var fordi her, da jeg streamede her, den her uplanlagte stream, så kom vi, det er jo så mig, til at snakke om puslespil. Så jeg er faktisk, det går, da vi kom hjem, af alle tidspunkter, hvor jeg var allermest træt i hovedet og alt muligt. Men jeg havde brug for at koble ud på et eller andet, kunne jeg godt mærke på det hele. Så jeg havde et helt nyt 500 brikkers puslespil liggende med en hest på. Så det blev simpelthen pakket ud, og der blev sorteret brikker, og jeg fik lavet rammen. Så ja. Så jeg har, det er så blevet sådan en, det gør jeg så også lidt. Men det er også noget, hvor jeg tænker, det er sådan, nu har jeg muligheden for, at jeg har sådan en pusleplade, som det hedder, som ligner sådan en i sådan en portfoliotaske, men hvor der er sådan nogle deforer med plader inde i, så man kan lægge plader oven på det man puslespillet, og så kan man lukke det hele sammen, og så man stille det på højkant. Det var også meget smart. Men det er lidt uhandigt. Altså det er sådan lidt stort og sådan og sådan noget. Men det er 100 år madpakke siden jeg har puslet sidst. Jeg har lavet mange puslespil. Også inden der var noget, der hed internettet. Det var sådan, jeg tror egentlig for mig, puslespil altid var sådan en tålmodighed, en træning i tålmodighed, og så vidne, at på et eller andet tidspunkt, så ved jeg, at så får jeg lige sat de rigtige brikker. Så det er bare et spørgsmål om, det hele skal gå op i en højere enhed. Så bliver det ligesom at trække en snor på en sløjf. Altså så bliver det sådan noget vupti. Så Så lige nu der er jeg der, hvor jeg har samlet den der ramme, kanterne, og så har jeg sådan prøvet at finde ud af, hvor det mest smarte er, at jeg går videre. Fordi nogle gange så handler det også om at få startet det rigtige sted. Det der giver mening for en. Fordi når man gør det, så er det faktisk nemmere at det puslespil. Jeg vil gerne lidt have haft kommet noget vand op til mig, for det har været så varmt igen på arbejde. Ja. Og det er faktisk ikke engang, fordi det er specielt koldt. Så vi, altså, nu her, når det bliver tørvejr senere, så bliver det formentlig også sådan med en ret høj luftfugtighed, kan jeg forestille mig, fordi der er stadigvæk sådan, og stadigvæk de der 20 grader, ikke? Så det er jo ikke, fordi det er koldt samtidig. Altså jeg har det sådan, at jeg er egentlig ligeglad med, hvor meget det regner. Bare det holder tørvejr i morgen og skal ud. Det er sådan der, hvor jeg siger, ja, det vil jeg så gerne, ikke? Så, men ja, i dag bliver sådan en lidt, både her på det danske, men også når vi går over på den engelske side, det bliver lidt sådan, lidt stille og roligt. Jeg har var til studentergilde i går, og det er jo ikke fordi, jeg drikker mig hverken fuld eller noget som helst, men for mig det er bare at skulle afsted og have noget andet tøj på, have make-up på, have hår til at makke ret i en anden grad. Så har jeg brugt rigtig mange skeer på den konto, så det var lidt en hård en, og den sidder lidt i kroppen stadigvæk i dag. Men jeg havde det også bare sådan, at jeg ville rigtig gerne streame, fordi at jeg ved, der er nogen, der gerne vil have, at jeg streamer. Og jeg kan også godt lide det, det er jo ikke det. Og det bliver måske ikke, det kan godt være, at det kun bliver en time på hver side, jeg gør det. Det kan også godt være, at det bliver 2 timer på den engelske side. Nu må vi se. Det kommer også lidt af på, hvor hurtigt tiden går. Nogle gange så går det jo super stærkt. Jeg vil gerne, det var tørvejr tirsdag både. Så skal far og mig på udflugt. Hvor skal I hen? Hvad mener hvad? Med sager? Ja, hvem det er, der gerne vil have, jeg streamer? Ja, det ved jeg heller ikke. Men jeg ved, der er nogen, der godt vil have, at jeg gør det. Der er nogen, der er rigtig glade for, at jeg kommer på om søndagen. Så derfor så gør jeg det jo, hvis jeg kan komme afsted med det. Og nogle gange så er streaming jo også jeg kan også bruge streaming som en måde at flygte lidt ind i en anden verden på, og forholde mig til nogle ting, eller lade være med at forholde mig til nogle ting, og bare være og hygge. Hey, kom. Ja. Vi skal til Borghavn ud og se på køer på Værninge. Okay. Jeg laver ikke nok her. Det er fordi, jeg i dag, der ikke vifter alt nok med armene, så dør den lidt for mig, skærmen. Men det gør ikke så meget, fordi det er, hvis vi er snart ved at skal skifte rundt. Så. Men der er jo nogen som kommer både på den engelske side og på den danske side, som synes, at det er hyggeligt, at jeg kigger forbi, eller jeg streamer, og som som venter på det, og det har jeg sgu meget, tænker jeg faktisk. Altså, og det er ikke fordi, jeg sådan føler mig presset, men det er noget, jeg er bevidst om, så vil jeg sige det. Jeg er bevidst om. Jeg er simpelthen så sødt, der er har en lille en ung musvik, der sidder ude i mit foderhus, eller vores foderhus herude. Og den sidder der helt alene inde i foderhuset, men den sidder der primært, når det regner. Det er ligesom om, det er det eneste sted, den kan sidde tør. Ja, den sidder også og spiser lidt derinde. Men nu har den gjort det et par omgange, hvor der ikke er nogen andre fugle. Det ser faktisk lidt sjovt ud. Jeg har svigtet min fugle lidt herhjemme. Så der har været lidt tomt derude med foder. Og så går de jo selvfølgelig bare et andet sted hen og spiser, det er klart. Hvilket jeg også forventer, at de gør. Og så tager det altid lidt tid, før de kommer tilbage igen, fordi så skal de jo lige se, om der nu også bliver fyldt op igen. Men jeg så lige, der var 2, der var i majsekuglerne og sådan noget, så de har øje på det. Og så har jeg købt et nyt foderhus, som jeg også det er lidt spændt. Jeg har overgivet mig og købt sådan et foderhus, hvor der er sådan lidt dekoration på. Der er sådan, så står der Home Sweet Home på. Det er faktisk meget, meget sødt. Så er der Home Sweet Home på det. Og det var nok fordi jeg var ude selv. Og så var sådan lidt, nej, det var da meget sødt. Det kan vi godt købe. Jeg tror, hvis min mand havde været med, så havde jeg været sådan lidt, nej, det tror jeg ikke, jeg skal købe. Men nu er jeg altså ude på egen hånd her i torsdags. Var jeg ude og købe proviantere, så at der var hundegodbider og bideben og alene hjemmegodbider og hvad ved jeg. Morgengodbider og godaftengodbider, og min hund, han er jo simpelthen så røgforkælet, så det er jo... Han kan ikke nå at spille en slags godbider. Han har mange slags godbider, alt efter hvad han skal. Det kan min far godt lide at komme ud og se, og han er ikke så glad for at køre bil, men han er ved at være godt op i årene. Så jeg gør det for at gøre ham glad, og så kan vi få en god hyggetur. Det lyder da som en rigtig, rigtig god plan. Nå. Du er en god datter. Ja. Gør noget godt for din far, din gamle far. Det er sådan noget, man kan jo kun håbe på, at ens egne børn vil være sådan, ikke? Altså, hvis man havde børn. Det har jeg så ikke. Jeg har kun stedbørn, jeg ved sgu ikke, om de vil gøre sådan noget for mig. Jeg tror, jo, de vil nok gøre det for deres far, men jeg tror sgu ikke, de vil gøre det for mig. Altså. Jeg er nok sådan meget, jeg er nok lidt i tvivl om, hvor meget jeg betyder, eller ikke betyder for dem. Jeg tror ikke, jeg betyder så meget. Jeg er nok sådan meget forsigtig, tror jeg vil kalde det, med at tillægge for mange følelser i den forbindelse, fordi det er sådan lidt, der er sgu nok grønt for meget vand i jorden på en eller anden plan. Altså. Så, men jeg synes det er fedt, du kan gøre det med din far. Det er kanon. Det kan jeg da kun misunde dig, at du har en far stadigvæk til at gøre det sammen med. Min far og jeg, dengang da han levede, så tog vi tog gerne i Tivoli i december måned, og havde en super, super hyggelig eftermiddag derinde og i København generelt. Det var gerne ham, der kørte, fordi han var vant til, min far han kørte andet sted. Han var ikke så bange af, så han har også kørt ned i Italien og sådan nogle steder. Så. Men så det kan jeg da godt, altså det er da sådan en ting, jeg godt kan savne. Og hvis han havde levet i dag, så havde han været sådan en gammel mand. Men jeg ville da stadigvæk, så ville jeg jo nok have kørt ham derind, ikke? Fordi det han ville nok også have været en situation, hvor han så var blevet så gammel, hvor han ikke synes det, altså ikke følte sig sikker nok til at køre bil. Så ja. Ja. Hvad ville han have været? Det er ikke så tid. Så har han alligevel været tæt på en 5 til dag, ikke? Lad os se. Det er så 24 plus. Ja, 89. Så ville han have været min far, hvis han havde levet i dag. Men altså, det er jo heller ikke, det er jo ikke umuligt. Det findes der folk, der er jo. Så det er nok sådan en af de der ting, der, hvor jeg kan... Så jeg spurgt sig om det. Forældre, de her med at kunne tage nogle steder med dem, ikke? Og min mor, hende tog jeg gerne, hende og jeg, vi tog gerne der, så tog vi IKEA eller sådan noget en gang imellem. Så. Og min far, han var sådan, vi kunne også godt finde på bare at tage til København nu. Til Panduro eller sådan noget, så var vi faktisk sådan, så kunne jeg godt blive sådan til over for mor, ej, men så køber der noget frokost til jer, eller sådan noget. Min mor, hun glemte det altid. Hun var en lille smule, hun var ikke fornærmet, men hun passer godt på pengene. Min far sådan, ej, men det kan du jo godt gøre. Det kan I jo godt gøre. Så tit gør du det heller ikke. Min far, han nærmer sig snart 80 år. Ja. Altså jeg tror, at det her med alderen også, det har også noget at gøre med, hvordan folk er i sindet, ikke? Fordi altså 80 år behøver ikke at være gammel som sådan. Det kommer også an på, hvordan man er indeni. Og selvfølgelig har noget at gøre med os, altså som 80-årig, hvis du har mange begrænsninger helbredsmæssigt, kan det selvfølgelig også noget at sige om, hvordan du opfatter dig selv, ikke? Men jeg tror rigtig meget, ens alder, altså følelsen af, hvor gammel man er, det hænger rigtig meget sammen med, hvordan man er indeni. Hvordan man har det indeni også. Så hvis du ikke føler dig meget mere end altså hvis aldrig du bliver ældre end en eller anden fix alder, når du var ung, ikke? Jamen, så holder du nok den hele livet. Men det er klart, at man bliver så ofte mindet om det, fordi ens krop ikke kan følge med tankegangen. Men det er i hvert fald også sådan, jeg selv oplever det nu. Han har en elcykel, og det er godt, hvad cykler han med mellem 20 og 30 km, så han er ikke god til at holde sig i gang. Fantastisk. Ja, det var min far også. Han cyklede faktisk også rigtig meget, min far. Så. Jeg var bare dårligt disponeret genetisk, desværre. Fordi han cyklede, han havde ikke røget i mange år. Han røg, da han var ung. Men stoppede så han er ikke røget i over 30 år, tror jeg, eller sådan noget. Og cyklede, svømmede, gik til gymnastik sammen med den kæreste, han havde, efter min mor døde. Og de gik ture, og altså, de kunne godt lide begge to at lave mad og sådan noget, så det gik de også meget op i. Og, ja. Man kan sige, at han har mange år, der fik han reguleret sit blodtryk og sådan noget, og fik blodtryksdæmpende medicin og sådan noget, fordi han havde for højt blodtryk, og han, altså, jeg tror ikke, der var nogen af os, der havde forestillet os, at hans hjerte havde det så dårligt, så desværre. Og hjertekirurgerne var sådan, de havde aldrig set et hjerte eller en krop klare sig så meget, altså være så aktiv med så lidt ilt, som det hjerte, det kunne pumpe rundt. Så det er jo, det kan man sige, det er jo sådan lidt der, men nogle gange så er uvidenhed, lykken er uvidenhed, ikke? Fordi når du ikke ved det, jamen så gør du bare det, du plejer, og hvis så længe kroppen følger med, så følger den jo med, altså. Så... Han døde desværre efter, han havde været på operationsbordet i 12 timer, og de har prøvet at lave en bypass på ham. Men den lykkedes ikke rigtigt, desværre. Så den vågner han aldrig op efter den der operation. Så jeg har prøvet både at have et sygdomsforløb, ikke et langt sygdomsforløb, men et sygdomsforløb med min mor, og så have sådan et meget, meget kort sygdomsforløb med far, hvor han var indlagt. Altså, og det der var surrealistisk i det var, at Emil, altså, sådan rent oplevelsesmæssigt, så var det jo egentlig en rask mand, der blev indlagt til en operation, en planmæssig operation, og der var ikke noget, vi sagde hverken farvel eller noget som helst. Det var bare, jamen, pøj med det, og vi ses, når du er om på den anden side og sådan noget, ikke? Så der var ikke nogen af os, der havde regnet med, at han ikke ville klare det. Selvfølgelig ville han klare det. Det var sådan, der var ikke noget alternativ det her. Men det var der. Så jeg havde faktisk en lang periode efter han var død, hvor jeg havde lidt svært, altså, hvor jeg ikke rigtig var helt sikker på, om han var død. Og det på trods af, at jeg faktisk havde været inde og se ham alt muligt, men sådan helt følelsesmæssigt, at min hjerne skulle lige følge med, tror jeg også. Og sådan det hele, altså fordi man går i en eller anden overlevelsesmode, og når du sådan ligesom kommer ud af det, så havde jeg sådan lidt, jamen, var det nu også rigtigt det her, eller var det bare noget, jeg havde drømt? Ringer han lige om lidt? Altså, der var mange ting, der lige månederne efter, hvor jeg sådan lige skulle fordøje de der ting der, kan jeg godt mærke. Og der må man sige, der var min mor, selvom det var super, super hårdt med min mor, hun døde af kræft, og selvom det var sindssygt hårdt at være i det, og være der for hende, og der, altså jeg blev ikke mindre ked af det, da hun døde, men jeg var stadigvæk forberedt på det på en anden måde. Og jeg var også, altså jeg vidste godt, det var det, der kom til at ske, og jeg så hende 14 dage før hun døde, hvor hun var jo hjemme og besøgte mig der, hvor jeg boede på det tidspunkt, og hvor jeg var sådan lidt, da hun kørte, sagde jeg til min daværende kæreste, det tager 14 dage, så er det overstået. Fordi det var så tydeligt, at hun var træt, altså hun skulle ikke mere nu. Nu var der ikke mere for hende. Så, og der gik heller ikke så længe, før hun blev sengeliggende, efter hun havde og besøgt mig. Så, og da hun først blev sengeliggende, der gik det super stærkt. Altså, jeg var inde og jeg var hjemme og var inde og sidde med hende og hjælpe hende med at vende hende og sådan noget, fordi det gjorde så ondt hver gang hun skulle vende sig i sengen, og altså hun var på høje morfindoser, og der var kun én ting at gøre, det var at holde hende smertefri, så meget man overhovedet kunne. Så og der min daværende svane, hun var sygeplejerske op på intensiv medicinsk, så hun fik lov af lægen, som var tilknyttet min mor, til at holde en smertedække. Så ja, altså. Så det er bare en anden, fordi man er ikke mindre fortabt, og man er ikke, sorgen er ikke mindre, og man bliver ikke mindre ked af det, eller, altså, hullet er ikke mindre, savnet er ikke mindre, det er stadigvæk det samme. Men jeg var ikke i tvivl om, at det var det, der var sket, og jeg var ikke i tvivl om, at min mor var død. Altså, jeg havde ikke den der, nu kommer hun lige om lidt-agtigt. Det var jeg godt klar, hun ikke gjorde. Det var sådan lidt mere, det var lidt mere surrealistisk med far på en plan. Tror jeg, fordi at jeg var sådan lidt mere i en choktilstand, hvor at man alligevel er inde med, du er forberedt på nogle andre på en anden måde, når du har et sygdomsforløb. På en eller anden plan. se. Altså det tager lidt, man kan sige med de her blomster her, med det her scratch, så tager det altså lidt længere tid. Men det bliver også rigtig, rigtig fint, synes jeg. Det var min alarm, fordi jeg har ikke noget ur på. Jeg har simpelthen ikke, det er ikke fordi jeg har, normalt så plejer jeg faktisk at lægge uret, men det har jeg faktisk ikke gjort i dag. Jeg har simpelthen ikke noget ur på i dag. Jeg har dårligt nok fået en ring på. Det har jeg, fordi jeg kan ikke finde ud af at lave noget, så jeg kan få en ring på. Min visesring og min forlovelsesring, det skal jeg på, så, ellers så er jeg ikke klædt på ordentligt. Men resten har jeg simpelthen ikke fået på. Altså, jeg var rimelig træt i dag, da jeg stod op, og min hund var så dårlig, og hun kastede op, så ham skulle jeg også lige tørre op efter. Og så er det også bare det der med, at når jeg laver sådan noget, som jeg gør i går, hvor jeg var til studenterkilde, og det er jo ikke fordi jeg ikke vil det, fordi jeg gerne, og jeg gør det jo kun, hvis det er noget, jeg vil. Langt stykke hen ad vejen. Men jeg gjorde jo så også det her i går. Jeg studenterkilde i går var også for glæde. Både min svigerdatter og min stedsøn, ikke? Så det handler det selvfølgelig også om, at og så det her med, at ekskonen var der også nogle ting. Så. Men det gik stille og roligt, og der var ingenting, og hvad skulle der være sket? Altså. Man kan sige, det er jo kun, hvis ikke den ene af parterne kan finde ud af at opføre sig ordentligt, så kan der komme en eller anden form for drama. Men vi holdt os pænt i hver sin ende af festen, uden at blande os, og det skal vi have lov til, kan man sige. Altså, vi behøver ikke sidde loven af hinanden, og hun kom pænt over og sagde goddag til mig. Så vi havde set det normalt, og jeg havde set hende og sådan noget, men jeg skal ikke noget som helst. Altså, der er nok, jeg vil ikke sige, at jeg kan blive tøs for dem, for det vil jeg faktisk gerne kalde det. Jeg vil sige, at det er ikke min opgave. Altså, der har jeg sådan lidt, jeg skal ikke råde bod på noget, altså, og jeg skal ikke have klinke noget. Jeg holder fuldstændig neutralt profil, hvad hende angår. Så det er sådan det, det har tiden lært mig. Det er det klogeste. Så, og der var heller ikke noget, altså overhovedet. Men altså, de unge mennesker havde der været. De unge mennesker havde der været sådan lidt bekymret. Nu bare det går godt og sådan noget. Men altså, som jeg snakker om, hvad skulle der ske? Altså, hvad skulle ikke gå godt? Så, Ulla, vi kan nå et af de små kort, hvis du vil trække dem. Men jeg kan ikke nå et af de store i dag. Så du kan få et af de små, sådan en lille dagskort, hvis du vil det. Okay. Så ja, og det var et super godt arrangement, meget nede på jorden. Det var sådan noget helt stegt battegris og buffet, og så var der ellers bare, jeg tror der var 4, altså noget som saftevand, der var ikke alkohol, og jo, slush ice var heller ikke alkohol, der skulle man have helt alkohol i, men så var resten var alkohol. Men der var ikke alkohol, og det var vi jo selvfølgelig glade for. Almindelig sodavand og sådan noget, så vi fik mad, og så fik vi en kop kaffe, eller min mand fik en kop kaffe, og så kørte vi hjem, og det tog 3 timer. Og så var jeg også, altså jeg var fuldstændig ristet, jeg har været ristet hele dagen i dag også. Min krop kan jeg kan slet ikke have de der ting mere. Men det er også fordi, altså, gudskelov fandt vi et godt sted at være, eller sidde, fordi hvis ikke vi havde gjort det, så havde jeg slet ikke kunne være der. Bare den første halve time eller en time, der stod vi og sådan noget, og det var varmt og sådan nogle ting. Altså, så kunne vi også sætte se det, så pakkede hun gaver ud, og så sad jeg bare på sådan en stol, hvor der var sat sådan en høne på, der ikke passede til den, og jeg sad bare som rigtig dårlig. Og jeg tænkte bare, nej, altså jeg kunne bare se for mig, så det kunne jeg simpelthen ikke. Så vi måtte gå ud igen, og så gik min stedsøn ned til, de har siddet og har sådan en, hvad hedder det, pavillon stående, sådan en fast en. Og den på terrassen, hvor der stod både med bænke og borde, skulle jeg til at sige, og der var, man kan godt se, det var der, de sad til daglig. Og der satte vi simpelthen ned, og jeg sad perfekt dernede der var tilpas lavt, så jeg ikke sad og jeg fik ikke koldt blodomløbet af ved benene, og det var nogle bløde sæder, og altså det var faktisk rigtig, rigtig godt. Så ja. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ja, det ved jeg ikke, hvorfor den siger det til dig, men der står, at du skal leve i fred med andre. Skal vi se, om vi kan finde... Der. Lev i fred med andre. Det var åbenbart det, du skulle have at vide i dag. Jeg ved ikke, om der er nogen, du er venner med lige i øjeblikket. Måske dig selv. Nå, jeg sætter Be Right Back scenen på, og så skal jeg lige ud, hvor man kan sende andre. Og så laver jeg klar til korsstingen. Så der vil være sådan et mysterium med at skrue op for lyden på musikken, så kan det få det, man kan høre i stedet for mig. Så lige en kort. Ikke rigtig uvenner med nogen, men jeg går i skole sammen med en, der fortæller mig om nogle ting, om en, jeg arbejder sammen med. Så jeg står mellem to stole. På den måde. Ja, det er en rigtig svær situation at være i. Det kan jeg godt forstå. Det er... Altså man kan sige, der bliver man nødt til at afveje med, hvem har man den tætteste relation med. Og man siger, hvis det er, at man har... Hvis den tætteste relation er med den, som du går i skole med. Og det, altså hvis det er sådan et eller andet med, at man... At du får noget at vide omkring ham du arbejder sammen med, som man kan sige, det er sådan lidt, hvor man kan bare sige, hvad skal jeg bruge den viden til? Er det noget, der er ulovligt? Er det noget, der skader nogle andre mennesker? Hvis ikke det er det, så kan man også sige til den, så hvis hende du går i skole sammen med, kan man sige, ved du hvad, jeg er rigtig glad for, at du deler de her ting med mig, men jeg vil egentlig helst være fri, fordi det placerer mig midt i noget. For jeg skal sige, hvis man er mest tæt på den ene, så kan man sige, jamen, så kan man hælde til den side, eller hvis man er mest tæt på den anden, så kan man hælde til den anden side. Men omvendt så tænker jeg også lidt, at måske i den situation der, så tænker jeg, at der skal man måske mere sætte en grænse og sige, jeg er glad for, at du har delt det her med mig, eller du deler de her ting med mig, men på den anden side, så sætter mig en rigtig dårlig situation i forhold til, at jeg arbejder sammen med den her person, og har egentlig ikke rigtig brug for den viden, for at kunne arbejde sammen med vedkommende. Det går fint at arbejde sammen med vedkommende uden den viden, så det vil jeg egentlig gerne være fri for. Det kunne være en måde at gribe det an på. Og så på den måde holde fred med alle. Nå. Be right back. Okay. So let's see where we are. There. Hello, Stella. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by today. How are you doing? Have you been playing Parla with Miss Coffee or just been there as a mod? She had some really difficulties I saw with the stream earlier today. Oh, that was late for you, earlier for me. No, Parla. You've been crafting? Oh, no. Ooh, nursing a foot injury. Oh, what did you do? Crochet on. Aw. Hope you get better soon. I hope you'll feel better soon. Yeah. What did you do? What did you do? What on earth did you do to yourself, woman? I just had, because it's been raining all day here in Denmark, so I had to get a cup of coffee. I got a machine where you can just put, where you just put some capsules in and then it will blend everything together. So, and I have some that are from like Starbucks. So I got one of those. I don't drink it that much. And the only reason we have this machine is because I don't drink coffee every day. It's just every once in a while. I really would love a cup of coffee, so that's why we have it. Stepped on some broken glass, got 5 stitches in the bottom of... Oh, ouch! Stealer? So I have to keep it propped up. Kind of hard to computer game like that. Yeah, I get that. Although you can do PlayStation game. Just saying. I started playing Coral Island, and I actually like it a lot. So that is a possibility. You can do that. Okay, before I jump into my my cross stitch. There you go. I'm just gonna show you a thing, and I'm just gonna raise this just a bit so you can see what I'm showing. Because I do have a challenge, and that is I can't always remember the number. I get, I have to find a number here for a thread, and then from the time from I take the thread till I have to put it back, I forgot what number it is. And if it was only like black and white and 2 colors, you could like see it, but this is a 6 colors here. So what I came up with was I'm putting a silk thing, what do you call this? Ribbon. It says satin ribbon, this one. And I put that on whatever color I'm using. And I bought it in 3 different colors. in case I'm gonna work in the three different, you know, strands. So, and it is just a bit to, you know, make it easier for me not to, because I have been a lot of times I'm just gonna have to guess. I'd be like, okay, I think this is the color, and this just make it a lot easier. So it was just a thing I wanted to share if anyone was in the same situation. Not that, because I think this is a kind of a unique system I'm using, but it might be. It might be. Yeah, I was thinking of getting the game. Yeah, because I'm having two games where I have to fight off monsters. Like um, one is the Genshin, and that one I kind of I'm taking a break from because I'm at a point where get um, I can't get the character high enough level to fight the monsters. I need to level up their weapons. I'm kind of in the middle of, you know, where it's between hard and rock stuff. So it's really. Hey Jean, welcome in and happy Sunday to you too. Thanks for stopping by. I know I'm gonna pick up later, but right now I really don't want to. But I think it's where I need to find someone to fight. You know, fight the fights with. Because the monsters I need to kill are a lot higher level than me. So I feel I feel that with the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah. So I started another game called Dauntless, and where it's more like a World of Warcraft game kind of thing, because you're like Palia, where you are on a platform where you are with other people, so you can run around and kill things. Without being a party, you can actually still kill the same thing, and you will get loot from that thing you kill. So that's a bit more me in a way. But I really wanted a game where I could, you know, just choose to fish and farm and run around and just cozy feeling, happy go lucky. So that was why I was, and I had been looking for it to the PlayStation. So I was really stoked about discovering that it was actually for PlayStation, the Coral Island game, and it was not that. It didn't cost me that much money to get it. So yeah, I never beat that game all the way because of the gods you have to beat. Did everything else. The thing is, there's a lot of you in Genshin. I have like the start area, and you play the whole prologue. You will play the start of the game. That's kind of introduction to everything, and then when you start chapter 1, you are like entering a new area, and you can. Of course, there are areas you can't enter because you're too low level, but for the most part, you can actually venture into higher level than you. You will risk of getting killed because the monsters are that much higher, but for the most part, you can actually move around them and get these hotspots where you can, or teleports. Um, and there are some underwater quests and all that. So it's not that the problem for me is that I have one character that is like level 70, and I have the rest of the team that's also part of my team is level 40, and I can't ascend it, as it's called. I can't ascend those level 40 until I kill these different monsters that are level 100 plus or something that feels like that. They're just looking at you and you're dead. So it is that kind of predicament, and I'm just tired of, you know, figuring out. I just wanted to move on, so that's why I started the Dauntless game, because it's more like I can go around, kill monsters, and gather things there, and build new better armor and that way. Just got it. It's more. It's a hunting game, so you're just on hunting grounds, and every time you pick up a new weapon, you will have to go back to the starting hunting grounds because it's level 1, and then level the weapon. So it's a for me, it's something I can do. I'm not that. It doesn't feel that bad when I die. It's okay. I'm not happy about it, but I can manage. But again, it's something where you need to kill things, and I wanted to get a game where I didn't have to kill things per se. So I really like the Coral Coral Island because it's more like there's a bit more farm life over it, and meet people, and I just make my first relations today where I gave some flowers to a single person, and it's okay, and I like it. Oh yeah, that makes it difficult. Yeah, for sure. What game? Um, I'm playing 2 games at the moment. I'm but I'm actually working on 3, but the one of them I'm taking a break from. So the 2 I play, the one is Dauntless, and the other one is Coral Island. You have Fae Island and Stardew Valley is cozy, or Sun Haven. I have Coral Island too. Yeah. The uh, the problem is I don't have a computer to run the computer games because if I had, I would have played Palia. So I was on the hunt for some cozy games for me, um, for the PlayStation I have. So that's why I was. Every time there has been mentioned a game on Miss Coffee's stream that she's been trying out, I've been like, oh, been doing a bit of research. Can I play this on the PlayStation? So yeah, and that is it. So, but I just started Coral Island. I think it was 2 days ago or something. So, it's just very much in the beginning, very much in the beginning, and it's very low key. I'm in a no rush for anything. It's just a bit of fun. I think you know. And it's kind of funny that I actually, you know, do play the games because I've never been playing much for into video games or for that kind of things. But I find it as a good um, change of sceneries when I've been doing a lot of crafting, just to play some game. It's actually really nice. So so I started with a ribbon a little bit wider than the one I'm using now, and the reason why I chose that was because it's a neon green, so I could find it everywhere. I was a bit afraid with this red one, so that I might if I put I might put one of the other ones on. So you're not like, I know it's not a threat, but I also know me. That sometimes it's like, why didn't I see that? So I am a member of a shop that where I can buy all sorts of crafting things. Um, so I went in there actually just to browse a bit when I was out shopping the other day, and so I saw these ribbons and I was like, oh yeah, and then I just took two, and then she was like, oh, you do know that you can get another one just for free because you're a member. Oh sure, I'm gonna get the last one then. But I didn't buy anything else. That was a good thing about it. I didn't buy anything else, which I might as well just. I could have done that for sure. That's usually not stopping me. I got a mild cold now, so I struggle with be a little heavy breath since nose is stuffed, and I switch between warm and cold a lot and cough a little. Oh, Jane, that's not funny. Hope it's not get more worse since I have chronic sinus problems. Oh, fingers crossed. Hopefully, it's just a minor one, just a little bit of touch of a thing. I had that earlier. I actually was a bit nervous whether I would go to the graduation party yesterday or not, because usually when I get that, when my first warning sign is that I can't taste what I eat. That is my warning sign telling me I'm about to get a cold. Um, so that when that happened, I was like, oh shoot. It's not like it was the end of everything because it was important for me to be there. But if I was sick, I was sick. So I was not gonna do it for the cost of everything. So um, but luckily it hasn't evolved. I still have a bit of it, but I think it's just the fact that we've been having so high temperatures in Denmark. So there's been fan going everywhere, and I'm just you're just sitting in that wind, and you're like seeking that cold wind because everything is hot, and my throat is just, the older I get, the more sensitive it gets, So I think it's just gonna see an open window. It's be like, oh, so yeah. I hope you will feel better soon, Jane. I really do. That's it's almost like an ER. This one with the Steeler with a bad foot, Jane with a bad throat. Oh man. So I was on this graduation party yesterday, and it was an event I did dread a bit. I was a bit No, I was a lot nervous for it, and the closer I get, the more nervous I get. And it just because I knew I was gonna be at the same location as my husband's ex-wife, and it's not like it's not like we can be civil about it, but we have actually never been to an event together, like for a longer period of time. So this was like the first one. um, so I was a bit, I was worried. I'm not gonna lie about that. I was worried and I was nervous, and I do think that kind of contributed to the how my throat was doing, but oops. That being said, it was actually okay. We went out to do the grocery shopping, and my husband and I, and earlier yesterday, and then we just took it. We did do some things, but um, at the same time, we just try to relax and not to stress about it. And I tried not to stress out about it. And it was okay. I think she came over and said hello to me and gave, handshake, and I was like hello to her, and that's it. And then we didn't talk. We were not even at the same, within the same area, so to speak. So it was okay. And I mean, but as I said to my husband, I can't be civil. I can I can actually act like an adult. I am a very well mannered person. Even when I'm angry, it's very rare I lose the grip of myself. And usually, if I do it, I will do it at home. Um, I can I will say that if you do push my buttons in the public, I'd rather I would I would say that I probably get more quiet, and you will see it, you will feel it, but you won't hear it, because that's just who I am. So, but there was nothing. I mean, we were sitting in one, because they had like a big tent, and put some chairs and some tables and all that in there for people to sit in. We were about 25, 30 people, so it's not like it's four people sitting and looking at each other, So, um, and I tried sitting in that tent, but I could. I mean, the chair was really bad. And the problem is, with a lot of chairs for me, they're too high, and that means that I will get my blood circulation cut off around the knees, and that hurts like for. You can do it for a while, but in the long run, it's not fun, and that means I'm gonna end up sitting at the edge of the chair just to prevent that from happening. So. Um, so I mean, so we find another place to sit. That was more. I think it was thought as a private area, more like than it should be like a place where you could sit for the guests. But the seating there was so much better. It was like a outdoor arrangement where the furnitures were a bit lower, so I could actually reach the ground and all that, and it was very soft to sit in. So we sat there, and you were allowed to smoke there, which my husband and I was very happy about, and as my older stepson also smoked, so, and he actually started go. I think he would go there. He meant to go there to and pick up his smokes, and then cigarettes, and then we came, and it was like, okay. Then it ended up him sitting there for the most part, while we were there. We were there for about 3 hours or so. Then I used everything I had in me. And I'm still today very tired. So if I do stumble a bit over, the words, or it's a bit, I sound tired, that's why. But I really wanted to stream today, because I might not stream next Sunday, as I have an appointment, or my husband and I have an appointment. So, no, let's see. Jesus, we were in Sweden yesterday, and it started being heavy rain. There, before we drove home, it was hard to walk. Was Wind was up against you, but it was cozy road trip for me and my boyfriend. We didn't stress around, but got a lot walking, but it was nice. I did end up buying some clothes, but I could buy more, but I didn't. So I think the wind made me get a cold. Oh, since I didn't have a jacket on, that might be why. So how is hobby? Did things go well on Tuesday? Oh yeah. Um, he was yeah. It did go well. In that sense that they're gonna have a meeting again in August, where they're gonna talk a bit more about the details and stuff like that because we are like up against the summer holiday and all the people he was going to talk who has the position and the power to make the decisions are like on holidays and all that. So month of August they're gonna meet again. They picked up the contact but they were very very positive and they were very very surprised about all the things my husband told them that both of how much money they were actually paying for something that they didn't have to pay for and where all their weaknesses were in when it came to all the electricity and to be prepared and all that for the worst case scenarios and all that. So it's a high probability. Let's just say that it's not 100%. It won't be until he has like a contract, but there's a high probability that they will give him an offer on a good position, like his dream job, where he will be able to in the beginning to do like a balance between office and practical things, which will be the perfect because he's not a guy you put in an office all day. So yeah. Good to hear he was treated so bad. Oh, but that's another thing. Still, the meeting he was at Tuesday was not with the union. It was with a potential new employer. So that actually knew him from before, and yeah. But on Wednesday this week, he's going to a meeting with the union and the representative of the employer's side, where they're going to see if they can reach agreement on some kind of settlement. That is Wednesday, and that is gonna be very, very interesting. And I think that would be like some of the upper management will be represented on an HR on Wednesday. And the thing is that they would never say yes to that kind of meeting if they weren't like already knowing that they were not in a position where they could go to court with the case. Yeah, it is very, very good news on the job front. It is very good news. I had a conversation with my sister in Manchester because I had some things going on at home. I'm not going into details what it was about, but I do have some things happening in my home or in my family life that makes life a little bit challenging. And so I talked to my sister in Manchester, of course, and she was like, they were on. First of all, she was like, "Do you need to talk now?" I'm like, "No, no, no, it's okay. I just needed to get it off my chest." And she's there. She will always be there when I need that, so that's perfect. But Then she was like, oh, but they were on their way to London. Um, and I said, well, I really need to see you soon. As soon as they get that settlement, hopefully on Wednesday, I'm gonna order some tickets. And she was like, she was very sweet. She was like, if it's about what you need, just say it, because we will figure it out. It's not gonna. You don't have to wait for that settlement. I'm like, I know, honey, but I want to buy my own ticket. But I know where you're coming from, and I do appreciate it. So, yeah. Can you all see what I'm doing here? Let's see. Zoom in closer. So, so I'm going to Manchester. When I don't know for sure. I have to be sure that my husband is able to, you know, uh, go from work a bit earlier than he usually does, because my dog is not used to be home um, alone for a whole day. So I really need him to be, you know, home earlier than he usually would be. And so he's gonna figure that out, that he promised me. And then when he have that, because I'm gonna be gone for a week, like from Monday to Monday probably, because that would be the cheapest way, as I have, it's the cheapest tickets I have found is from Monday to Monday. Um, so hopefully, my fingers crossed, is something I can um, get arranged to happen in the last part of July. Uh, if not, it probably won't be until September. So, but we will see, because it could be a problem with my own work, just due to meetings and stuff like that. But I do know that if I tell my manager why I really need to go, he will just let me go, and I will be able to work from over there. If it's like I in a while I am in a work period, so. So, and when that happens, I am not streaming. I will literally pull the plug for a week. And that means I'm not gonna post anything. I'm not gonna, because nothing is happening. I will probably be taking my drawing tools, my sketchbook, and my pencil, and my color pencils, I could imagine, or maybe my markers. But that's it. Um, or maybe my knitting pin, maybe. But usually, when I do that, I end up doing nothing. So, but sometimes it's better just to have it with you and have the possibility than not bring it with you and be like, oh, I should have. So, because I think if it's good weather, as I have understand how it. I've never been at her new house or home with where they live now, her and her boyfriend. So, but I have an understanding that they actually have a really nice garden. So if the weather was like, you know, okay, I could sit in the garden and do some sketching. That would be nice. Um, but it is a bit costly for me to travel to Manchester, and it's not like it's per se is costly. It doesn't have to be if you can like if you're okay with not have not have the possibility of booking a seat and all that. But I need the option of what to say uh, booking seat on forehand and go through fast track so I don't have to wait for 2 hours in security and you know that it at least in Denmark I know that it's a bit different in Manchester because they don't have the same service but in Copenhagen I know that's a really good when you're like a business ticket you can go through fast track, you can sit in the lounge. So there's a bit more options for just, you know, resting if you are tired and just need to step away from the whole travel scenario. Right, if you don't take it you wish you had it every time. Yeah, because I have been like traveling without anything um, at all. I've been over there and be like, oh, I wish at least I'd take a book with me. So I don't take book with me now because I have the audio choice. But I do. Last time I did take coloring book and pencils and my knitting and I did the knitting. I didn't do the coloring, but that's why I'm like, maybe I should just take the knitting because you know knitting and crocheting it doesn't take that much space and it's something I can do while I you know sit and talk with them and maybe you know in the evening and so and then the sketchbook if I just you know be sure that I'm gonna place it in my luggage a place where the pencils would be alright. Like I can do that. I can do that. But I could never do diamond painting. I really admire those people. Like I've seen pictures of people doing diamond painting on airplanes and you know even cars and train. I'm like I couldn't. I just couldn't. I would have like stones everywhere and yeah no no. I don't even think actually I would do it even if I had a body that was not bad. I don't even think I would do it then. Yep, that's why it's my go-to traveling project. Crochet is a lot easier to travel with. I'm amazed people that take the diamond painting on trips. There's no way. No, right? I mean, yeah, me too. It's really, they have my utmost respect, those who do that, because I couldn't. I just couldn't. So I just earlier on my Danish part of the stream today, I did figure out what to do for the month of August. The month of July, I'm gonna finish American Anthem, and I'm gonna do work on Mulan, my cross-stitch conversion project. I'm gonna give that a good go. I really need to get moving on that one. Um, and when I reach the month of August, I want to find another one. So I did my wheel, and it first it draw like Mulan. I was like, no, I'm not doing Mulan 2 months in a row. So I did spin it again, and I landed on Druid, which is one of the pictures I would be most curious about because I haven't actually seen it finished. Um, uh, for sure, someone has finished it, but none of the people I have been, that are in my community, I have spoken to have finished that one or have it. So I'm a bit, like with the American Anthem, it's really exciting because it's not something I see every day as a finished project. So that is the next one I am doing, and it is also one of the pictures that I bought because um, I like the picture, and there was some special drills in it too, more than it's something that I could see on my walls. So, and then I said to my husband earlier today that I'm gonna save up for putting some of the pictures I have made in frames. Those that are gonna stay, be put up on the walls in our living room, is gonna go into a frame for sure. I wonder what that color is gonna be. See, I have like here is, you can't see it, but it's like if you have a square, you have a square, you have a square, and one part of the square is like one color, and one part of the square is like one color, and then the middle is blank. So I'm not quite sure what the square is gonna be. So that's why it's a good thing to have these pattern on the papers, because I can see that. I have a system and set up at home. My brain would be yelling at me sometimes. Right, actually, Stila, it's funny you say that because I have always thought that it was like maybe because I have all these things with my body and my back. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure I can sit like bent over at a table. But think of it, I have all my things, my drawers, my boxes, my whatever gizmos. And if I should take that setup somewhere else, I would have to take the whole thing. I couldn't just take some of it because I'm for sure gonna miss some of it. Again, back to what you don't have to take with you, you're gonna miss. And I can see just like it's also one of the reasons why I have made like my stream room is almost identical in what it have with the living room, because I was constantly running from one room to the other to get whatever I forgot in the other room. So I know exactly what you mean. Oh man. No, let's see. Where are we? I think this is where we are. Simple, let's take it. This, that is the one now. Yeah, and it's completely okay. So it's the same color, don't we? So I always thought it was me who was a bit, but not only me. I'm happy I'm not alone. There are others like me. Yay! Uh, so I'm gonna work on that one, and it is a big one. It's like a princess panel thing, because it's not that wide, but it's very long. So uh, and it's a actually, to be honest, it's a picture that I every time I look at it, I wanna work on it, and be like, oh, I want to work on this. And every time I'm like, okay, no, I want this one instead, because this one I really need to work on. So I think it's time. It is time for that to be done. So it's okay. I'm very happy that I did, the whole spin the wheel thing. It was something that I actually suggested Binge Bear, which is one of my mods, because we were talking about what to do next, and he was like, I don't know. I said, but you can do like a random thing with with a spinning wheel. And then when I came to the same situation, I was like, maybe I should try the spinning wheel. So I have put most of my kids in that spinning wheel, except for the Halloween and autumn kids or fall kids and the Christmas ones. But everything else I have put in there. And there are a couple of, I have some kids that I like, I won't call them unique because they're not unique, but they're very special, and they're big. So I'm gonna save them for some, not for a rainy day, but I'm gonna save them a little bit for a while before I start working on those. But they are also on the to-do list. So I am going to buy diamond kits. It's not like I have given up on it. Don't worry, I will be buying diamond kits again. I just had to take a break from it because of this whole situation at home. So, just for a while. I think when we reach like Black Friday, I'm for sure just gonna buy again. I have some members points I need to use from Diamond Art Club, and so it's okay. We're gonna do it that way, and then I'm not gonna be a Diamond or Rubin member this year, unless I'm going completely gung ho. Then I'm not gonna reach a stage, and that's quite okay. I have been thinking of starting or trying some other shops, and that means that I won't be buying as many Diamond Art Club pictures because I can't do everything. So and I'm really trying to keep my stash on a low key. I am working on building a stash on the cross stitch instead of. I think that's. I have I really have this thought in my head that I want to do a princess panel, but I wanted to do it in silk floss. I'm really keen on that, and that would be like a counted cross stitch. So I need to find some aided for it, and I need to find a good place where I can buy the floss, where it's good quality silk floss. But yeah, I haven't found that yet. But it will come to me when it's time. No doubt about that. I broke my no I bought two yesterday. I got Kadoosh Rex and so many books so little time. Oh. Well, you're all forgiven when you bought so many books so little time. I get that. I didn't see what they released yesterday actually. I haven't at all seen that. Ooh, there's another one with an eagle. Freedom, Abraham. That's actually quite beautiful. It's a big one too. Cabin Life, Donna Gelsinger. Oh, that's a cute one. I actually like Donna Gelsinger. She's really I like a picture. The beginning of the end. Water from another world. Botanical. I was actually thinking of buying this one, Botanical Witch. I was gonna see what I can't remember what one. Oh, is this one you bought? Yeah, I get that. That I understand. That's a really beautiful one. But Alchemy England. Oh wow. I might buy that one too. Put it on the wish list immediately. Oh, I haven't actually seen that. Um, and that one. This one would be one for bench. Pearl Harbor. To be honest, with a light thing and a train, it's actually quite beautiful. Okay, I need to close that down. Not much on that. I had to have a wish list, some of those. But I've been wanting the books one, I mean, as much as I read, but have that one. Yeah. It's, I love that picture. I really love that. And it's so, it just says everything, I think. Because it's like you will never have enough time for all the books in the world, you know. But I already know what I'm gonna do when it's Halloween fall season, because I'm gonna do my Color of Life picture, the one I first started from Dreamer Design, and then I have it on from DAC, and I'm really looking forward to work with that and see how it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be beautiful when it's from DAC. I really expect a lot from it, to be honest. So that one is for sure. And then I'm gonna work on a smaller one, which I'm very excited about and a bit anxious too, because it is a kit that was discontinued quite quickly last year in Halloween, and the rumors were that it was because of bad drills. So hopefully everything is okay. But if it's not, I'm just gonna write to Diamond Art Club and ask for new drills for that, because I think they will know that if that is the case, they will come those claims. Um, so it was something about the black ones, I think. But I think it's Anne Stokes who made a Halloween dragon, and it's really cute. It's not that big, um, and gorgeous one. And I was one of the lucky ones that actually got one, because they were, like I said, discontinued quite quick. So that was not a second round, unfortunately. And then I have like 2 or 3 pictures of with the witches, so we will see how much I get to work on before we reach the next event, the jingle drills in November, December. Stitches. Oh, yeah. So tomorrow I'm going out to my horse, which we are looking very much forward to. Me and me. Yeah, I need that. I feel I need it. It's really peculiar that just just me not being there on a Saturday. It's really like in both ends, because everyone is asking for me. Where's Pia? Hasn't she been out riding? No, not this one. So, but I am gonna. There will be some Saturdays I'm not gonna ride. For instance, next Saturday I'm not gonna ride, and it has something to do with both the fact with the new card and riding card and money and all that, but it also has to do with my husband is like on holiday. He's having his first week in this week, because he's gonna work on cleaning out in the garden and on some of the attics and stuff like that. So if and when we sell the house, we're not gonna do it there. So you can actually just, can move out in a very short period of time. I really want it to be like that, so and but because they have been forecasting a bit bad weather next days, no, the last part of the week and next weekend, I'm like, well, then we might just be enjoying life in the weekend instead of. And I didn't know that when I planned for my writing lessons. It was more like, well, if it could be nice just to have some days with him where we're not going anywhere. We could just do whatever we like, so that's what we're going with. And then next Sunday, we're going to that forest place it's not it is a cemetery, but it's not a traditional cemetery. So it's more like a where did that go? It's a nature cemetery, you could so call it. Oh, did I lose frames? No. Oh. You get a bit paranoid when you've been. No, okay, okay. I'm just like, hmm. No, I think actually it was my phone being a bit wonky more than it was the stream. Yeah. But but you get paranoid. Just saying, you get paranoid when you're sitting at another streamer's stream, and then it all goes wonky. Then when you get to your own one, you never know. When you get to your own one, it's like, oh no, oh no. It was just my phone was saying like reconnecting, and I was like, what, what? Yeah, we had some big issues. I was there. There was some big issues. It was really like she couldn't connect, and there was no sound, and it was a hot mess. And I really, because I've been kind of there, so I just, oh, I'm feeling for really, because you're trying not to go into a panic. We're trying to handle this. Be right back. Don't worry, everybody sit still. I took my media at 10 p.m. last night and crashed out. But Miss Coffee is hardcore. There's no doubt about it. She's hardcore. I mean, and she knows, and she's like, you know, people, and I think as a mod, it's important to be open and honest about saying this I can't, this I can't, because she's so much into this, and I think the best way, just in general, is just to be open and honest with her. Be like, okay, I can do this and I can't do that, and she will respect it at any time. I have had my share of issues, and that's why I'm like, I don't need any more challenges when it comes to that. I really don't. I really don't. I'm like, I can do without. Thank you. Yeah, she's awesome about if we can be that nice, but if we can't, she understands. Yeah. And she understands. I mean, it's like, well, everyone has a life outside the stream room, and sometimes it's like you can be there for the whole thing. Sometimes you can be there for an hour. And I think as a streamer, I would say that all help is appreciated. It's like it's even 5 minutes, because it's 5 minutes you're there. I don't have to be there, kind of thing. So yeah, it's even for a small stream like mine, I really, really enjoy having mods here, because it does make me it makes it possible for me to give it 100% on what I do, and for the stream, for the chat, and if there should be any kind of challenges, I will have you to help me out. So yeah, for sure. Um, And if I should come across what she came across the other day, um, I would just go into panic. I think no. My plan is I'm gonna write to her whenever I get my new computer, and I will have all the things with a new setup, a new overlay, alarms, and all that, because I think that's when it's getting a bit, interesting for others. Right now, I'm just like a very, it's very boring chat room or stream when it comes to that. So, and I'm not that big, you know, so. Yeah, lets you enjoy streaming and working knowing you got backup. Yeah, for sure. Ula says they can just, they can just come. She will kick them. She has really learned how to wield that sword for sure. So yeah, so I will, you know, um, I will take contact to her so I can be a bit, do as much as I can to be prepared if and when it would happen. Um, it's a thing where I think it's like with insurance, you will have it and hope you're never gonna use it. But if you are in a situation where you need it, you will appreciate that you have done, all the work to be prepared. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, I just sat yesterday and thought about a bit everything and nothing, and it was like, I just thought of it that I have been here for a year, around a year on Twitch and streaming. I've been on YouTube for 2 years, and I've been diamond painting for 4. Um, but I'm actually quite, I won't say I'm proud, but I'm happy about where I am with my streaming and all that, and my YouTube, and I'm really happy that I haven't, like, gone viral or anything, because I'm really content with the um, with the speed, or how fast I get followers and all that, because I would feel very bad if I got like 100,000 followers overnight, because I would feel like I couldn't give them what they would expect of me. And for now, my life is just not where I'm not in a place where I have enough spoons or enough energy to do this a lot. I would love to do it a lot more. I would love to stream a lot more. I just had to realize that one thing is what I want, another thing is what I'm actually capable of. And I don't want to be in a situation where I'm kind of half asleep when I stream. And that is not like, I hope, I really hope that no one has ever noticed it. But I feel like when I'm not here, mental wise, I feel like I'm not giving everything I can, and that is not okay with me. And I want to be okay with it. It's gonna be something that I can like doing when I do a this cross stick project. It's still something, even though it's the first one. It's still something I'm actually quite proud of, and I will show everyone that I did this. And it's okay. Same thing with streaming. I want to be proud of it, and I can't be proud of something where I've done it halfway. And for me, not being present mental wise is halfway. I'm more like, if I want to do this, I want to do it with everything I have. Not everything, because you always have to leave something for yourself. But you know what I mean. It's cozy here. Thank you, Stina. Yeah, and that is exactly what I want from it. Um, I remember many years ago, unfortunately, it's many years ago, but many years ago, I was giving treatments with hot and cold stones. And I did give treatments with the massages, and I did some healing and different kind of things where I was working with people. And one of the things I was trying to uh, trying to do a bit of a brainstorming about if I should have my own little company with these treatments and all that, or I should, what I should do about it. Should I just stay like a hobby or what? And with that, I had to find a name. And I was talking with my sister about it, and she said, well, I get why you feel it's difficult, because when I get to you and you do all the things, I get this fuzzy and cozy feeling, and it might not be the best way to like sell a company by come and feel cozy. It's better feeling healed or feeling in balance, or so I was like, yeah, okay, the cozy feeling, I don't think we can go with that one. But I think in a way I've always been able to create that for people when they are visiting me, and we do joke about it, my sister and I, because usually when she visits me, whenever she does, she will the first day she's here, almost she will be sleeping. I'm like, am I that boring? And she will almost be. We will sit in the couch and be like talking, and then she will be yawning. Like I have never seen anyone yawn that much. And I'm like, am I really that boring? And she was like, no, but it's just so relaxing being here. Thank you. I think. So, okay, I'm trying not to be offended now. So yeah. So the cozy thing, I must be a natural when it comes to that. Uh-huh. So it's my sister always said, I mean, she meant that she was so convinced that the perfect work for me would be something with people, with human beings. Um, and at that point when we were talking about it, she was like, "Why don't you become a nurse like me?" And I was like, okay, then tell me how do I become a nurse? And when she came to the to the thing about the old people's home and how I needed to assist them, I was like, not gonna happen. No, no, nix. I can't do that. I mean, I would love to sit and chat and do things, but personal hygiene thing, no. I can't even do it on a baby. So she was laughing so hard when I said that. And she was like, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. So, I did for sometime I did think about being a psychologist, but the education in Denmark takes like 7 years and so on a university level, and I was like, No, that's not me. Unfortunately, I would say, because I actually do think it would be me, but because um, because my my older brother always been like an A student, and it's been so easy for him to get the grades. I was so convinced that because I didn't get the same grades and it wasn't as easy for me, I probably the books were probably not for me. And I was kind of even more convinced about it when I went to business school because it didn't say me, it didn't, actually I thought that the psychology and we had something about marketing and stuff. I thought that was interesting. But the rest of it, no. I thought of doing that too, but cost of college made me say nah. I struggled through regular school. Stila, why don't we even talk? I mean, why don't we even bother? I know what you mean. No, I do know what you mean. I won't say I didn't struggle with everything in the regular school, but I did struggle with some of the things. Everything with math and stuff like that it was like speaking Russian to me. I it, my brain couldn't understand it. It was like I don't get it. You can write Chinese for me, and I would still don't get this one. So but yeah, I think when looking back, I actually think I would have been able to finish a university degree level with a psychologist for sure. And because when I did my when I was on when I was reading my bachelor for social worker, I enjoyed it so much, and I miss so much the life to be the student life to sit and just take new knowledge and all that. I love it so much. Um, and I've always loved, getting to know things. I've always been curious about knowing things. My what was not always what my mom liked because you get tired. At one point, you get tired of a kids asking why. I'm just saying, you get tired. But I did ask a lot of why. And my parents was like they had a lot of knowledge on a general level, so they could actually, for the most part, answer me in a lot of ways. So that was amazing. And I have done the same with our kids, or my stepkids, I would say. So where do I go from here? See, this is the hard part. Zoom further out. Zoom up further. Oh, did I move it? I did. Zoom out further. No, I did move it. Oh, damn it. So I'm just gonna move this out the zoom. Um, the problem is when I do move it, when I zoom in and then move it, then when I want to zoom out again, it can't. It's like it's just click click. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I'm just gonna do it manual. This one. The camera is not always like. Sometimes I get very confused, which I kind of get why. So no, what I want to show you is that what I really feel is hard when I work on this project is because now I'm like almost leveling out, and that means that I'm almost like on the same line here. So I have some of it a bit further, but it's like I'm getting there. But getting there also means that I really need to work on these. But I also need to work on this. And I actually also need to work on this out here. And that is what I feel like, where our brain is like, my brain gets a bit overwhelmed. And it is a bit hard for me to do the focus thing and be like, okay, just gonna do this. Because I can do this and then I can walk away, and when I come back, I'm like, oh, why don't I do this? So, I have been thinking of maybe, take one colored cloth, and then I can put like all over the place here, and then have like a square that is like cut free, just like a cover paper thing, so I don't get distracted by everything else. So I will just work within that square, and knowing that when that square is done, I can move it to another square. You know what I mean? I just need to work on this. I have that problem with so. Oh yeah. So I was kind of thinking of maybe not with this one, because I'm so far ahead on this. And when I say that, you can see this is where I work. But as soon as I get up in, let's see, up here, no, probably when I get to this one, let's see, that means when I get to, come on, yeah, when I get here, around here, I will take it off, and I will do the rest in a small hoop, because the edge of the cloth is right here. So I'm actually very close, just so you can see how close it is. So it is very, very close. Let's see if you can see the edge. There. See? So this is where we are. This is where it all ends. And this is where I'm working. So yeah, so I'm actually getting quite, quite a bit done, and I'm moving a good piece every time I work on it. But I also work 2 to 3 hours every day on it at the moment, and I really like it. And I mean, I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it. And I like the way this stand I got to, the whole setup I got now is so much working for me. So, but I think we're gonna go with this one up here. I'm trying to figure out, I think that makes most sense. Let's see. Yeah. Because it also, it's like, I'm thinking like, okay, but then I can only do like half of a something, but I'm like, no, Pia, relax, okay? Chill out, woman. We're gonna zoom in a bit so you can see a bit more of, bit closer, because if it's too far away, you won't be able to see what I work on anyway. So I think I'm gonna work on this part here and try to fill out the whole. I've already done like the line work on this one, so I might as well just fill this flower out. Yeah. Thank you, Stila. I'm actually quite proud of it too, because as it is my first one, so I'm actually quite proud of it. There are some hiccups here and there, and I decided a while ago I'm just gonna leave them there. I'm not gonna do anything about them, because it's gonna be like that special thing about this one. There's nothing left there. Oh, and yesterday at the party, oh, she got so many presents. I was like, I said to my husband, we need to have a party soon again. With all those presents, you need to have a party soon. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I think it's something with my brain and the fact that it might be a bit stressed out, but just in general, that I do have a lot on my mind. It's really like, I mean, literally, I can look at what number I need and simple and all that, and then I can look at where I get it, and then when I put it on my needle, I forgot all about it. It's because I told on the Danish part today what the menu was, and Lula's like, if that's the menu, I'm gonna stop by with a gift for you. They had like a buffet, and then they had like a whole grilled pig. So yeah, it tasted amazing. Just gonna say it did. And I won't. You know what? Maybe next year when we are all hopefully with the whole work and settlement and everything could hopefully have been quite a bit down and we've regained some balance here in this home. I actually won't be completely in a no situation when it comes to that. That might be something I would plan on because we do have like an anniversary when we reach the month of August. Uh, August 7, we had like the wedding party. So that is kind of a wedding date too. And I have been talking about celebrating, just inviting some people, whoever can and will come, and then just re-celebrating love and all that. Um, so that might not be a bad idea to do a garden party, and just be like, um, bring your own chair thing. Um, the only thing for me is like, I like the idea, but I don't like all the work that comes with it, to be honest. Um, and knowing how hard it is for me to be like a hostess, like, a whole day. And things like that will be like a whole day. Because garden parties is not something like 2 hours, it's a whole thing. So, but I love the idea. I love the idea about it. I think when it comes to that, I do think, to be honest, if we did if we did gather um, people again from the party and whatnot, it would be more likely to revisit where we did have the party, the wedding party, because it was really an amazing place. So, but yeah, the menu yesterday was not too bad. I'm just gonna say, and there was no gravy, Stella. No gravy. Just saying, no gravy. My um, My stepson, although he did, my stepson thought there was too much green. Nu du snakker om bryllupsdag, kan jeg komme i tanke om en mand og en faktisk. Oh, Ulla, it's just like me and my husband. Like, oh yeah, by the way, today we got married. Ulla said, as you're talking about wedding day, I just remember today is the day we got married. So congratulations, Ulla, with your wedding day. Oh yeah. So but it was really good food yesterday, and there was some mixed salad. There was some really nice melon salad with uh, some green leaves and some onions, and yeah, it tasted really nice, fresh and nice. Then there was potato salad, a good one, not too heavy, not too much whatever in it, and then there was bread and the meat. That was it. Nice and clean cut, nothing too fancy. It was something everyone liked, I think, and no one went from the table without getting anything to eat. And if they did, it was their own fault. That's for sure. So. Oh yeah, anniversary. Almost forgot. Yeah. And it's not like you don't like your husband anymore. It's just you know life. I think life. I saw a video not long ago with like one of these inspirational speakers, and he said one of the things he has taught his sons are that when they do get married, see the married as a starting point, not as an ending point. As a lot of men tend to have, like, they hunt this woman down, they court her, and they pamper her, and they do or date her and whatever, and as soon as they get the yes in the church, everything stops, because now they're kind at the end, and as he says, this is not the end, it's now the work starts, it's now you need to do all the things. And I think it's very, very true, that the wedding is not an ending day, it's a starting day. It is that day you're gonna figure out actually what you're you're made of, and what what your relationship are made of. Sometimes you figure out that it's not made of what you thought of, and then you will have to take it from there. But and sometimes you figure out that this is actually something you want to fight for. This is actually something you want to give your left arm for, to work or to conquer, or you know to do better, because I love him or her so much that I want to make this work, and she wants to work, or he wants to make it work. So it's not a matter of love, because we have the love. The love is never enough. The love is what starts everything, and then the rest is hard work, to be honest. Yes. Um, but it is hard work, and you need to figure a way to balance everything. And I think sometimes that um, we do forget that the person that we meet in the beginning is not the person you're going to end up with, because life changes you, and when you're a woman, a lot of things changes when you go from girl to woman, and from woman to senior. I don't know what you call it then. Old crow. um, So a lot of things changes, and the problem is sometimes that your brain doesn't, as I said before, the brain does not always change with you, and you have to remind yourself that, well, you are actually, at some point you are actually getting old, and things on and in you do change. Your body change, your mindset change, everything change. That's just that is just how it is to be a woman. Actually, I got a invitation to be a part of a research about women in menopause, and I was like, okay, that's how old I got. Birthdays, anniversaries, even some holidays. I'm like, man, just another thing. Ulla got married in 2027, so I got too old to remember it. Oh, 07, yeah, it's a while. It's a while ago. I don't know what you call that. What do you call that when you go from being a productive woman to be someone who can't produce anymore? I mean, you see, old crow. I just Ulla just told me that she is going on a small trip with her dad. They don't have a name for it, I guess. No, no, I don't think so. I was just thinking, what do we call it in Denmark? I think we call middle-aged woman. I think that's what it's called, middle-aged woman. In the middle of what? I like the old crow. And it just brought back some memories because she said, well, her dad is getting a bit old now and is not too happy to drive, so she's going to get him to that place where he really loved to be. Um, Me too. It's hilarious. Old crow, yeah. And I just had to do some math because we're like, how old would my dad be if he was still alive? And he would be 89. So it's not like it's impossible, you know. It's not like he would have been like 110 or 20. I'd be like, okay, that was not gonna. He could actually be alive, my dad, if it had been so. It wouldn't. It's not that far fetched in that sense. I would have loved that. I would have loved both my dad and mom could have seen me today as the woman I have become. Um, so yeah. I think sometimes I really miss. I feel I need. What I need is a woman that is a bit older than me, you know, that actually has a bit more experience in life than I have. I really would love that. Unfortunately, and I'm not gonna take this the wrong way, but unfortunately, every time I find someone, they kind of die. No, it's not. I'm just a bit morbid now. Don't mind me. Um, So I am now I'm gonna try to behave. Yeah. Um, but yeah, but it is to be try to be a bit serious. Then it's something where I kind of feel like I really need some information and I don't know how to get it. Um, and it's like I can help the younger generation, but who is gonna help me? That's how I feel. My mom no help in the department when I was a teen learning all those things or when I hit menopause. She's old school, we don't talk about that stuff. Oh, no help in that. Oh, yeah, in that way. But it's not just that, because that it is what it is with that. I know I would have been able to talk with my mom about that because, yeah, she's a bit more. She was in some ways she was not that old school. It was something that was more like she took it a bit more pragmatic, and I have that way to see things a lot, and it can be like almost in the too much sometimes, and I do know that, but it's more like in the whole marriage, relationships, work, just in general, and in the whole life, I think, how it is to be older, or you know. Hello, gorgeous. What are you doing? Hello, gorgeous. Did you get some food for me? Let's see, what is it on? Oh, you got dinner, didn't you? Didn't you? Come on, I'm gonna. I know, I'm gonna tilt this. Eat now. You're gonna use me as a napkin, I know. I know you are. Yeah, I know you are. You're gonna use me as a napkin. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Just gonna put it. Yep, that was baby. That was the baby. He just needed to tell his mom he got fat, apparently. That was a very important thing to do. And there's a lot of things where the dogs are like kids. and one of them is like how what is important and what is not important, and we're not always on the same page on what is important, but it is what it is. And I did leave the door open today, so because I think sometimes you know, will run to the door, and when it's closed, he will. Because I've heard him, so he will try and open it, but he's not like the old dog. The one dog my husband had when him and I got together. He would like really push hard on the door, and sometimes it would actually open. This one is not pushing that hard, so if it's closed, it's closed. But he will try and push it if he wants to come in, and then he will give up. The other one, he would try again. If it didn't open first time, he would try again. That's it was a funny dog. So. Did you see my new needle minders here, Stephen? I found a new place I could buy needles minders from in Germany, and that is perfect. A little bit dangerous because I'm like, ooh, now I can buy, and they're not that expensive, so I'm like, I feel like it could potentially be a bit dangerous for my wallet. And then you can ask, what do you need all those needle minders for? But hey, every project will need a new needle minder. I like these ones. They're very, very beautiful. It's just a lot me, I think. And it's like, all the things I really would love to buy, and then I'm still like, but I can't buy them. I can't do both. So I need to, can't buy things and at the same time be like, I can't afford go to Manchester. So yeah. The month of August was like, oh, when I reach that month, I can do this and this and this. And I'm like, I don't earn that much money. I need to break it up in during the whole fall season. Be like, well, it's gonna be August, September, October, November. Oh, and for Christmas I can buy. But hey. My mom was always like, Pia, you're never gonna run out of wishes. When it was gonna time to write the wish list for Christmas or for birthdays, I'd be like, no. How can anyone not wish something? But they can't. I'm living with a man who never wishes anything. I'm like, So this year for birthday, I bought him 2 t-shirts. Cause he didn't want anything. I'm like, but you're gonna get something, honey. So. And I already decided what he's gonna have for Christmas. I love buying presents. I really do. As much as I love getting them, actually. In Korea, when I traveled out there first time, we had like a homestay. It was called. It was not like we had a whole weekend there or anything. We had like we were there for an afternoon and an evening with some dinner. But it was called homestay, and it was like at a private place. So it was like a family we were at, and in that we were told how the traditions were with getting gifts and receiving gifts and all that, because we were told that they do have something where you're not gonna, if you have, for instance, it's your birthday and you invite for people, guests, and then they will have presents for you with them, and so you will just leave the present unopened and just leave it there until everyone has like left again. So when it's all over the party, you will open the gifts when the last guest has left the room. And I can see why, because if you get something that you really don't like, it can be really hard to disguise that as a heartfelt thank you. So I actually do get why. On the other hand, I myself love seeing people get presents and see how happy they get, especially if I bought something that I know they really want. So when I bought the PlayStation for my husband for Christmas, I was kind of wishing we had that rule about you have to unpack it when you're all yourself, because he can't disguise that, and he didn't really know what he was gonna use it for. But guess who's playing PlayStation? So I think that sometimes, even though he might not want to admit it, but his wife can be a bit wiser. I want to buy him a new necklace, especially if he had got new job. I want to buy him the same go for a new nice necklace he can wear. And then I'm gonna buy him a new haircut, because the other one I cut his hair with are not doing too well. And I want to get one in really good quality. So I want to do some research, what to buy, what brand to buy, and what they recommend is a good brand. So this is a good thing about my new setup is I can do both. I can sit down with it, with my chair, and then I can actually also stand as I am now. I'm standing doing the cross stitch. I really like that. That is that's a bit unique, I think. I don't think there's that many cross stitches that's actually standing while they do it. Was I gonna use this somewhere else? Can I do? No. I could do one up yeah. If we're saying that it's the same one. It's a 21 and 21 is a plus and it is a L. Yeah. Yeah. Stila, how are you working this week, upcoming week? Wednesday, are you working there? Just from home, we are slow, so I just be keeping eye on emails. Okay, I might be writing to you on IG, maybe if, to see if, yeah, maybe we could do a call like last time. Are some things I need to, just to, like we did last time. That would be amazing. And I will have some of the day for myself, so yeah. And I have the day, I've actually the day off because I've been changing around in the days because of meeting activity, and sometimes you need to get things to make sense in all ways. So my manager was like, I know he has thing, when we are having meetings, usually I would be like, it would be okay for me that if it's late or whatever, but he had unfortunately planned another meeting, so it was like a back-to-back thing. And since it's been a while since we have actually been sitting in the same room, him and I, and have like a update thing going on, I was like, I really need that we have all the time, in the day. So we moved it to Friday. So instead of me having my day off Friday, I'm having it on Wednesday. So yeah, and it's it's nice that we can fix it that way. And then my husband would actually have his own car to ride in, going into that meeting thing. So yeah, that made everything work perfectly. So I'm gonna write to you as soon as the house is quiet again, and he's gone and all that. Then we can see where you are. That's it in. We're gonna do that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna see. This is what happens, is that I don't want to cut this. I just want to use this color as much as I can. So I'm just kind of continue out of a line, and then I'm suddenly cross stitching some completely different place than I had planned. And it's not that, I mean, at the end of the day, everything's gonna be covered in cross stitch and floss. So it's just in my mind and brain, I sometimes when it get out of order, I get like, oh no, what now? So, and I really like, and this I know it's something my mom told me. This, you know, very like systematic thing. When you color things, or you know, sort things out, or when you work on things, do it from one end to the other. Don't do this here or there and a little bit here, because then you're gonna lose track of how far you are. Yeah, that's true. That is actually true, but hey Benj, Piers, how do you know what way to go with the thread? You kind of decide. I guess it's no. You mean whether I start from left to right or right to left? I guess that's what you mean. I know I do it a bit different than other cross stitches, because I do it like I go from this corner to this corner, and then I go from this corner to this corner. A lot of cross stitches do it the other way around, but that was just what felt natural for me to do. So you kind of decide a way to start it. I think it says on, hang on. Yeah. On this one, where when I bought the cross stitch, there's actually a explanation. And then there's a 1, 2, 3. So here it says you go from this, from here to there, and then you go from there to there. The only thing that's important is you have to do the same every time. That's actually, so if you choose to do from upper left to it's gonna, if you choose that this one is gonna be the first one, and then you choose to do this one the other way around, then you'd have to do that one all the time. But if you choose that 3 and 4 is gonna be that way, you do it, and then you put the other one on top of it, you know, that's your choice. You just have to do it the same in the same what do you call it, the same way every time I do it. And I was like, can you really see the difference? Yep. And that's where I have my small hiccups here and there, where I kind of, you know, if I was too tired in the beginning especially, there's a bit of where they, and what they seem like is like, it seems like they are turning 2 different ways. But it's a matter of whether you put what strand is on top, what way that turn. Because if they turn this way, it's one way, but if this one is on top, it will look differently. So that's more. It's not more complicated than that. Just know that you have to do it the same way always. so if you decide to, for instance, mine here, I start down here. So what I do, I go from the down here and up in the top corner. I just need to hang on, be sure that's not running anywhere. I make a small loop on the other side, back side, so I don't have to make a knot or anything. And then where I just went through here, I'm just take the other side over here, and I go from there. The thing I've seen that some people are struggling with, and that might really be what you're asking me. I just need to be sure I have camera right here. Okay. So, oops, go over here. And then I'm gonna give it just also, the other thing that confuses me is using single strand or use more than one strand. I don't use one strand. I actually use two strands, but I'm just kind of connecting the you know, like if you had like one big thread, you will just pull them together. Hang on, I'm just going to show you how I do it, and then I'm going to show you the strand thing afterwards. Because it's not that difficult, I think. It's not that. Let's see, where am I? I lost my needle. Okay. So, the thing is that what I've seen is that that can be a bit difficult for people is that when they are working with it, is to know when to do where to do the next one. So this one is the next one. I have put in both these holes. So now this one is the next one that is like vacant. And then I have to do the same motion. So I have to do it down here. So this one is actually occupied, but I need to, because they need to be connected, all these stitches. So I put it down now, and then I need to have a stitch again here, and then up, and again, and down. So, and I'm just gonna find over here. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna put this away. Then I'm gonna take a piece of paper and I'm gonna take a pencil. So I'm gonna find something I can use the back of here. So this is thing. I'm gonna overdraw it a bit, you know, but I think you will get it. So the thing about what the difference between is where you start. So if you start doing, if your first point of start is here and you go up here, that is the first strand, and that's going to be the first strand every time if that's what you choose. Whether you go from up to down or down, you know, which way you start, it doesn't matter. It matters, and then the next one where you put the next strand is that one. So the important thing is where you do the first one. Because if you do it the other way around, where you do like this one first and you do this one second, it will show. It will actually show. I think you just have to do what comes natural to you, to be honest. So, and if you have like, I'm gonna draw them a bit closer because otherwise it's gonna look funny. So, and what I was trying to show you is that you have this, you have made this one. So the next one is not gonna be here. It's actually gonna be where you put your thread down here. And then again, you're gonna connect it here. So then you have like your whole pattern here. You see? So where others, this is just because I've seen others done this. They would be like, they would do like this, where they would do the cross, but they wouldn't be doing the middle thing. So, about the strands, I have a very easy way to show you, because I have this one. Just hang on, I'm just gonna give us a little bit more space here. So you have like here, this is what equals the floss or the strand. So when it says you need, for instance, 2 strands, it will say like, where is it? Here on this bag it says, I think it says on the back, yeah. It says to make the work look better, no, not that one. It says 11 count, use 2 strands. And I think it says that here. 11 count, no, 14 count, use 2 strands. That's what it says. And that's what I use. 11 count, use 3 strands. When you do it an ordinary cross stitch. So, what I was reading was about the back stitch. Don't forget about that. But it does say on, this is from more lower, so it does say it on the back or on the package how many strands to use. Sometimes you need to read it more than once. Just saying. Why I'm laughing is because I didn't use the right amount of strand when I did the Amazon, but I figured it out. Using 2 strands. This is like having 1 thread, and this will equals me. This is a complete thread from the bunch that I bought, and it looks like it's very long. So now I'm just gonna fold it. Okay, but it's very long. So you can choose, and I know some cross stitches do that. They cut this one in half, and that means that it will actually equal this length here. But when I cross stitch, and this is something I have learned on YouTube, so it's not me being genius. When I cross stitch with 2 strands, is actually what I do is I fold this. Then I have 2 strands, but I only use 1 thread. And when I do my first stitch, I will be putting these 2 strands, and then I will close it, and then you will have like on top you will see just one half stitch, and then you will on bottom it will be closed and secured, and you can keep stitching. Okay, so that is what about the strands. The thing is, I think that the more experience you get as a cross stitcher, you will decide on your own whether you use 1 or 2 or 3 strands for your project, because it's a matter of cover. So if the 2 strands does not cover the Aida, then you will use another strand. If it's because, for instance, if it's because the floss is not good, not quality, or whatever. So yeah. And I have actually done this with a couple of things. With the project I am working on now, I've put another strand in because it was very, very thin. So there are a bit difference in the quality of the floss, even in a cheap version, like the one I have. Did it make sense? Bench, and you're more than welcome to ask again, or if you didn't understand what I said. You're so welcome. I think sometimes you just need to, it does help when you get it a bit more, either that you put it in pictures, or just explain it, because, and this is why I made my YouTube videos to begin with, was to explain these things. For instance, when I started, it was with diamond painting, and it was because it was so much easier for me to show and tell instead of writing it down in a kind of an instruction. So on this one, here on these, that is the floss that belongs to the project, and on here it says 14 counts and 2 threads. So it does says on the thread itself. And it actually says here that you can, on 11 counts, you can use either 3 threads or 4 threads. So, and when I use 3 threads, I'm not using the whole bend thing. Then I'm actually cutting them. So, yeah, because 3 threads, and it really can tangle and get messed up really fast. Just saying. So, anyone else has a questions? Anyone want some angel cards? Anyone want the dog? Did you get? No, he didn't. I know, I can see him. Did he throw you in? Yeah, it's okay. Because it is actually some kind of fire he got going out there, isn't it? Yeah, it is some kind of fire. I started, besides of me starting puzzling, doing jigsaw puzzles, real life puzzle things, I also started doodling things. I don't know what's happening. I do know what's happening, but yesterday Friday I was talking about, I just figured out I had a puzzle laying around that hasn't been opened or anything. So I actually did that yesterday when we came home from a graduation party. I was not too wise, but I did, and I started working on it, and it actually went, for thinking of how long it's been since I've been doing this, it actually went quite well, and I didn't even get mad at it or anything. It didn't throw any pieces away or anything, so it was quite satisfied. I did the whole frame and a bit in the middle. And then I stopped because I was like, I can really sense that I need to stop now, because I got annoyed with some of the pieces. Like, okay, now I just need to take a break. do something else. So, um, so I started doodling, and I actually like going. I did doodle before, but not too serious. But I actually like doing it now, and it's a bit more like random things I do, and it's an ongoing project, but I actually enjoyed it a lot. So I am going to do that a lot more, and some of the things I do on the small ones are my plan is that I'm gonna transfer them in bigger sizes on this one, and maybe be working. My end goal is that I can do some drawings where I use the ink and the whole water and all that. So, but for now I'm just doodling and enjoying myself and relaxing, and I'm finding like I would say like a peace, but more like a ground and balance, I would call it, to be honest. So, I'm not gonna show it, not yet. I'm not gonna do it on the street, not yet. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna do it, but I am going to. This is one for me. Like the puzzles, jigsaw puzzles will also be something I will do off stream. And it's just because my process is so, where I do those things, I'm so sucked into myself. I'm so focused on what I do, so I can't also be on a stream vibe thing. It's just what it is. But I am going to end the stream for today. I am beat. And I really want to have some energy for tomorrow and for the horse. But before I go, it's very important for me to say that I am probably not going to stream next Sunday. And the reason is I'm going out to visit a forest or a terrain where you can make a reservation to get your urn put down when that time comes, if you want to get, if you have a wish to get cremated. And me and my husband is going out to look at the facilities and the area and make a decision whether to do that or not. So I'm not coming next Sunday. I am hoping to find a day or two in the upcoming week where I can do some short streams. So we will see. So keep updated on my Instagram. I am gonna update that if I go online, or keep the notification on my Twitch account open, and that will tell you when I'm on here. You're so welcome, Stila, and you're so welcome, Benj. I'm so happy for your support and for you being here. Thank you for the company. I was making a model while watching. Ooh, that sounds interesting. So, see you around, guys, and take care out there. If it's hot where you are, remember, stay hydrated and stay out of the sun. See you around. Bye.